Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 127. Damn, 127, Hazel. You believe that shit?
I know, man. We're like, what is that, like half your age?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
After last week's episode, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I feel much older after last week's episode. Well, this is Guardian Downcast. We're a couple dads that we love all things in Destiny Universe, and we talk about it. We also interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. We're the show that asks, hey, did you get some Destiny time in on your holiday break? I'm your host, the Gator, and Hazel is here as well. Hey, man, how's the week been going?
Oh, boy. Well, last weekend, I got a phone call from my mom saying that my aunt passed away. And it was just like this weird thing. So it's like, I mean, COVID's like rearing its ugly head again here in Ohio. Everybody's freaking out about it. And then this is going on. And I'm just like, my point of view on it is that, hey, you know, it's my family. I have to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was the only motherfucker there for the most part.
What?
It was like my family. Yeah. It was like everybody was like freaking out about COVID that much. And I'm just like, damn.
What was it? Was it like a night viewing?
No.
Oh, it was during the afternoon? Okay.
Like fucking noon.
Oh, man.
So,
jeez.
I mean, but it was just, I mean, I felt bad for my uncle because he was there by him. Like, I mean, he had his family and then like, It was maybe a total of like 12 people and that was it.
You know, funny you should say that. I had a really good friend of mine in real life I've known for, like I said, we went deep sea fishing with him. I've known him for over 20 years. He lost his son to a car accident, and it was really weird. They had a viewing area, but only so many people were allowed in because back then it was the height of COVID, you know, and we all just stood outside and just talked and kept our distance. And man, it's just fucking strange times, isn't it? You think we think we shake this stupid virus. My future sister-in-law is getting tested for COVID because she's a PE teacher. And both her PE teachers that she works with got COVID, and thank God she's negative. That means she can meet up with us this weekend for Christmas Eve and Christmas. And then my mom and dad had to get tested before they came. It's just strange times, dude.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's really bizarre. I mean, I don't know. You know,
I really don't like getting political on this show. I really don't, because it's a gaming show, but I feel like COVID is just like the flu now. It's something we're going to have to probably get a booster for every year. And it's just, you know, when I was looking at the odds on the news the other day, the odds are really freaking low that we actually would go to the hospital if you've been boosted and vaccinated. So I just kind of roll the dice. Like, isn't that kind of how life is? You know, you just roll the dice and hope for the best. I mean, I'm not saying be stupid. I mean, I wore my mask tonight at the theater and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. When do we decide that life just has to go on? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think that's the thing. To me, that's the problem here in Ohio. Now, I mean, I'm, you know, just shooting this from the hip here, but I mean, to me, that's the problem here in Ohio because everybody and their mom wants to get back to 2019 in the worst way possible. And I mean, every day our COVID count is like going up by like double and triple.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I get it. You know, I mean, it sucks wearing a mask, but you know, is it worth it though?
Yeah. I mean,
and that's the thing that's a decision that everybody has to make personally.
It is.
So,
and you hear the news and it's like, okay, here's the COVID section of the news. And you almost just want to fast forward through it and just get to the normal national news. You know, I only watch one news channel. It's national. That's it.
It's funny you say that because I don't even watch the damn news. I get my news from like the websites that I go to.
Yeah.
And aside from that, I don't watch the news. We don't even have fucking network TV.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I want the news, I go to it wherever I
Right.
get my resources from.
That's probably,
because-
you're probably speaking for a lot of people are probably that way now.
Well, I mean, before this, I didn't do shit with the news. I never watched it. I never paid attention to it. If it made across my feed on Twitter or something along those lines, that's the only way I got my news before. So now I'm sort of, because I work for a bank, so that's sort of important. And I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was like my first year at the bank, I ended up finding out that we were part of some big, like, money laundering scheme or something like this. And I was like, fuck.
What?
But yeah. So yeah, we got fined. It was back in like well before I started, thank God.
Oh, okay.
So it's not me. You can rest assured about that. So, but yeah, so that was when I was like, okay, maybe I need to pay attention to the news a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
well, it has an impact on your job. So you have to stay informed.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, like I'm informing people about stuff that's going on and it's like, oh, well, I didn't know that. And it's like, well, that's going to cause more phone calls, which means we need to have more people on the phone.
Yep. And it impacts me. It impacts me too, because I'm the middle class. That's my clientele. That's my bread and butter. And when the news affects the average middle class resident in this nation, it affects them keeping my services. And so I have to pay attention too. Not to interrupt what you were going to, but
no, you're exactly right. So, I mean, it's all over the place, but I read 2 articles and it's sort of, I mean, like contradictory almost. But one of them said that probably next year, or I'm sorry, 2023, that COVID will be called an endemic, which would basically mean that it's the flu.
It's the flu bug. Yeah.
Yeah. That, it's still going to be out there and we're just going to have to live with it.
Yeah.
And it's up to you, whatever you do, if you're getting boosted every 6 months, if you're, if you're not, if you're wearing a mask, whatever, that it's going to be that. Yeah. So that's one thing I read. And then the other thing I read is that basically, like, if we like stop wearing masks altogether right now and we all get Omicron, that it could kill out the virus altogether.
Herd immunity.
I'm like, well, no, it's like,
the opposite of herd immunity. Yeah.
Yeah. That we all get it and then it just dies off. And I'm like, huh. I was like, I don't know about that one.
Well,
like,
if you listen to the national news, they say it's the unvaccinated. It's their fault. I'm like, come on now. There's breakthrough cases of people who've done everything right. Gotten vaccinated.
Yeah. I mean, well, I mean, I had that same conversation with somebody. I mean, this is going to get stupid fucking political here, but I had the same conversation with somebody at the funeral that I was at.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, this guy was like staunchly like, oh, well, it protects you from getting it. And I was like, no, it doesn't.
It minimizes your risk.
It lessens your symptoms.
Yeah, it minimizes your risk and minimizes your, I was looking at they had the national statistics the other day. If you're fully vaccinated and you have your triple booster, you have your 3rd shot, the odds of you going to the hospital are 0.005%. I mean, you're pretty much in flu bug territory now, because that's probably the percentage of people who go to the hospital from a flu virus. And
I don't know. I mean,
I always wonder that.
I mean, yeah, but he was making it sound like this is the flu shot, basically.
Yeah,
and I was like, no, this does not. This is different than that. And he was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Trust me. I waited to get my shot until like peer pressure came about, and I ended up getting it in July."
Yeah.
So, and he was like, "Oh," and then he started looking it up on his phone. He's like, "You're right."
Dan, you know what the problem is, Hazel? For every argument you have, there's an argument that totally denies the other, or totally is opposed to the other argument. And who do you trust these days? You really just have to decide who you're going to trust and who you're going to rely on, and just take all the facts in. It's so hard to even come up heads or tails or what actually is the honest, factual, scientific proof of anything.
Yeah, it's damn near impossible.
It is. I mean, it's a minefield.
Whatever the truth is, whatever, it's like the fucking X-Files almost. You need your damn magic decoder ring to find it and go like,
I know,
like,
man.
Hey, I mean, it's just absurd.
Yeah.
So that's not being political. That's just,
no, I mean, it's,
let me know if you find, if our listeners have like a reputable resource that they use.
Sure.
I mean, that's, I mean, I want to say fair and balanced, but that's absolutely hilarious because
Who knows what that even
that's
means?
not what I'm looking for. I promise.
What does that even mean anymore?
Well, I mean, that's the tagline to one of those news stations.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
and I'm
about.
like, yeah, not quite fair and not quite balanced, but okay.
Yeah.
But
it's we can go down a rabbit hole here, but
yeah.
So your week's been it's just been a weird week. Sounds like
it has been a weird week. I mean, it's just been weird all around and everything else. And tonight, my daughter, like, we put her to bed, I was putting her to bed tonight, and we finished Harry Potter, the first movie.
Oh, nice.
So she was all excited and everything else. And then, like, she laid down and I'm laying down next to her and just like, all right. So I was like, it's time for bed. She's like this. She's like, I can't go to sleep, Dad.
When's the next Harry Potter, Dad?
Well, no, it's not even that. She's just like,
she wants to talk about it.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah. God, remember those years? The years of wonderment where you actually were excited about Christmas.
Oh, yeah. And, now the shoe's on the other foot where it's like, oh, God, I dread this.
No, but see, you're missing it, though, man. This is the time of the year when Christmas is awesome when your kids are in their teens. That's it's so much fun. Now, my kids are all grown up. This is the first, I was just telling my wife, this is the first Christmas we're going to wake up in the morning and we're the only two in the house.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be really strange. And I was like, well, honey, think of it as a blessing. We get to actually sleep in. How many 5 a.m. mornings were the kids bouncing in our bed, wanting us to go open presents where they had already gone through them all? Not quite opening, but they shook everything around the tree. They almost knew what they had, or they tore the corner off the package. You know what I'm saying? The kids just can't wait. And those years are so much fun, dude. You're going to have so much fun with Addie.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. I'll be brutally honest there. It's just, for me, it's like, I'm just putting up with right now, a 6-year-old that just can't go to sleep, and it's 10:30 at night, and she's just like bouncing up and down in her bed. Like,
wait till tomorrow, man. Wait till tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
We're just so our listeners know, we are recording on the 23rd, Christmas Eve. You probably won't hear this until after Christmas is already done. So, but it's the excitement, man, before Christmas. It's the lull before the storm, right? Yeah. Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's been my week. I did some Destiny. But we'll get to that in a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
But what about you, man? How's your week?
It's been a busy week. I've been trying to get, it's really weird. Christmas is on a weekend and New Year's is on a weekend. So we actually get to record shows during the Christmas week. We usually take off this week, but it just worked out where Christmas was on the weekend. So, it really didn't affect my work day or my work week much, other than Friday being off. But, I'm sorry. My apologies, Mr. Fudd. It's 56 degrees, clear skies, full moon tonight, buddy. Full moon for you.
We're gonna full moon for you.
I do have a full moon, and it's going to be in the 70s and 50s all weekend. So it's going to be a great time for getting together and getting out on the porch and not have to go inside people's houses. I apologize for those of you who have to go inside and celebrate, but it'll be we're buck naked wild. So anyway, my sister's hosting this year. She's got a nice giant house. She hosted Thanksgiving. Yeah, I can't wait to see everyone again. It's going to be great. Everyone's been tested. Nobody's got COVID, so we're all safe to go. And doing Secret Santa and all that. It's going to be fun. But, it's
nice.
Just saw Spiderman tonight. I'm seeing The Matrix on Sunday after Christmas. So I know you're chomping at the bit to talk about it. I know it's on HBO. You don't have to tell me. I know it's there. I'm not looking at it until I see it in the theater on the IMAX screen. So I know you want to talk about it, but we'll talk about it next week.
I will tell you this, man. I have never had so much fun laughing about a movie in all my life.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
And it only gets better the more our show goes, because I can't wait for our next episode. Ladies and germs, I seriously cannot wait.
What is there was a saying my wife and I were she's not as crazy of a Matrix fan as I am. I really love Matrix really blew my mind when it came out in 1999, and she loved it too, don't get me wrong. Because we were let me think here. our daughter had just been born that year. So yeah, we were young parents and still figured out how to get there. But this was what we said that when she was on our show last year. Mr. Anderson, do you hear that?
That's the sound of inevitability.
So we're all in. We love the Matrix, and we were talking about it on the way home. I said, I know Hazel's going to want to talk about Matrix tonight. I said, but we can't do it until I see it on the big screen, until I'm fully informed. But we are going to talk Spider-Man tonight. And you're probably asking, well, what the hell are we going to do tonight, Gator? Here's what we got on tap, guys. Obviously, we're going to catch up on our Destiny, because this is a Destiny podcast. We got a few things went on in our community this week. We'll talk about that. I have actually a few movie reviews that aren't Spider-Man that my wife and I saw over the last few weeks. And just want to give you a quick recap of those in case you guys were wanting to watch something else over your holiday break. We're going to go with a weapon of the month tonight. I have one already picked out. I'm sure Hazel has one too. We'll figure out later on that we want to talk about. And we got to bring back weapon of the month. It's just been so busy, man. We have so much stuff we talk about every show that our show tends to run long. So tonight I just wanted it just to be me and you. And we may have an additional guest on a little later in the show when it comes to Spider-Man. But we're going to get some of those community questions answered. We got a ton of Speakpipes tonight. Can't wait to listen to those. And, of course, we're going to add our songs to our playlist, our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. So I can't think of anything else to say, Hazel. I think let's move on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or, you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or Hazel, just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all the contact information and where else you want to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Don't you or me, man. Anyway, so hey, Guardians, check us out, and later, Guardians.
Toddles.
Hey, that's my line, man.
Well, Hazel, before we get into our Destiny week and our other entertainment stuff we've been talking about, do you have any, I never asked you this. I said, we usually don't have time to talk to each other except during the week. And I figured tonight, it'd be great just the two of us to talk and catch up because we always have a third guest on and we're always concerned or want to know more about what they're doing. And it kind of takes away from our conversation. But are there any holiday traditions that you do every year for Christmas?
Yeah, we have one, or a couple of them basically, where so I've never made any bones about it. My in-laws are entrenched in our life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with it, it's a good and bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's too much togetherness is a bad thing. But for them, they're all about it. So, yeah. So come Christmas morning, it's always just us. So before Addie, it was just my wife and I in the morning, and we'd make breakfast, we'd open gifts, we'd do that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd also watch the, the Disney parade, whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And we'd always watch that. So that's your wholesome bit right there. And then, so now that we have Addie, we've incorporated her into that. So it's just us.
Right.
The three of us. And we watch. Yeah, exactly. And my wife and I, before we had Addie, we always talked well, you know what? Why don't we make plans to go to Florida sometime? And then we can go ahead and, go to Disney and go to this on, on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And we were just okay, yeah, let's do this. And then we got Addie. And then Addie said the same thing last year. She's I want to go. So it's one of those things where we're going to plan on doing it sometime.
Right.
We'll have to see what state the world's in by that point.
Well, I will tell you this.
Yeah.
We were at Disney Springs a couple weeks ago when we weren't recording on a Friday. and we went and saw a movie and got dinner, and it was packed.
Really?
Half mask, half none. They required mask when you went in, so everyone had to wear a mask if you're in a building. But other than that, if you're outside, it was shoulder to shoulder, man.
Damn.
It was a little unnerving, I gotta admit, and I'm pretty loose when it comes to this pandemic stuff. But I don't think you're gonna. Christmas time is crazy at Disney. A lot of people do exactly what you're talking about wanting to do. They want to bring their kids, and they want to go to the theme parks, and Christmas Mickey's around, and all the Christmas characters are there, and I get it, man. It's I tell you what, Addie will, if you do it before she gets too old, she will never forget it. It's definitely something she will never forget.
Yeah. So that's our only real, our only real tradition is doing that. So it's a pretty cool tradition, just like wall off everything. We turn off our phones, we do all of that, and then it's just us. So nice. Be present. That's our gift to each other, besides real presents.
It used to be Christmases were all about the gifts. And what did I get? What did I get? You get excited, or something new you're going to have after Christmas is over. And now I just sit back and I just take it all in, man. As you get older, you just start to relish the moments because they're so damn fleeting, man. Before you know it, they're fully grown, and all you have are just videotape, or I say video of, I know that's an oldism, video back in the old days, where you go back and you can relive those moments, but gotta live in the present, man. And it sounds like you guys are doing the right thing there. We, Christmas tradition wise, we used to always, and I mean always, go to my mother's, my mom's mother's, my grandma, and she would always host every year. And we would have both sides of the family show up, and the house was packed. I mean, it was 50, 60 people in this house, just a normal house, a fairly large house, but it's still a house. And ever since I was 5 years old, we've always met at her house. And now this year, she has really bad dementia. She's in a home. She's 92 now. 95. 95 she just turned this year. And she's on her end of life. I mean, she doesn't hardly remember anybody. My mom is still trying to take care of her. So we rotate now the Christmas Eve tradition, and we always meet up on Christmas Eve, except last year. Last year was the first year ever we didn't do Christmas Eve, but we always meet up on Christmas Eve. And then we kind of have our own nuclear meetups on Christmas Day. And for Christmas Day, my wife's mother, my mother-in-law, comes over. She doesn't live far. My son, his girlfriend's coming over. My daughter and her boyfriend's coming over. Just, I guess, the six of us. And my wife has created a tradition where we cook bacon on a big, portable fryer. We just cook a ton of bacon. And then with the bacon, my wife makes crepes. We have strawberry and Nutella and banana crepes. And that's our tradition we've been doing for probably ever since the kids have been teenagers, about Addie's age probably. So yeah, that's our tradition every year. And I'm so happy that we're actually able to do it this year. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody. And I did see everybody at Thanksgiving, but it's going to be really nice, special, being Christmas and stuff. So, but, yeah, that's it pretty much in a nutshell. It's just a good time of year just to reflect on the whole year and just to appreciate your family, which is, comes down to it. It's all you got. So,
that is true. That's very true.
Yeah. My dad told me that so much when I was a kid. She goes, the only thing you can really ever count on is your family. They'll never leave your side. So yeah, that's something I did. So, well, hey man, how's your Destiny week gone? What have you been doing in Destiny? I know it's the dawning right now. We're almost at the end of the first week. We got 2 more weeks of this stuff going?
Isn't it the second week?
Is it already second week?
I think so.
It is. Oh my God. I gotta get busy. I gotta cook. I gotta make more cookies.
Get the fuck out of here. You and your cookie making bullshit. So,
got to do the cookie bounties, man.
Oh my God, man. So, oh, well, hey, real quick PSA to anybody who, even yourself right now.
Uh-huh.
So if you're a little lax on your cooking, put on last year's ship, the Starfarer 7M.
Oh, that's right.
And you'll get additional Dawning bullshit.
Yeah.
What is it? Dawning Spirit.
Yeah, that's the thing you don't get a lot of. That's the rare component.
Yeah. Exactly.
You get 1 or 2 per patrol. You get 0 for doing lost sectors, because believe me, that's the first thing I tried. Damn Bungie.
It's useless. I mean, it's useless to try. The best way to do it is just to kill shit. Because whenever you get an ingredient, you end up getting like 1 or 2 of these Dawning Spirits.
Yeah.
So, like for me, I got the Arbalist, and then I got I have the Arbalist already, and then I got the Catalyst for it. So I was in the Thrallway doing this, and before I knew it, I already had like 100 Dawning Spirit.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this is fucking fantastic.
Well, you have the Spirit, which is how you buy upgrades to snowballs and your reward system.
And then you have the Essence.
The Essence is what's very, very, they're very, God damn it, Bungie, why do you have to be so stingy with this stuff? Let me go down a lost sector and farm it. I don't understand why they have to make it. I mean, the only way to really get a lot of it is playing the playlist stuff. Your Gambit, your Strikes, your Crucible. You get a lot of it if you play those. But you can play the hunts. The
Nightmare Hunts.
The Nightmare Hunts. And there's one
the Wrathborn Hunts.
Wrathborn Hunts, yes. And there's one on Dreaming City. I think it's called Xillow, Xillow. It's the ogre, and then you have the witch at the end. And you can still use that little cheese where once you go to the end part of the hunt, you can once you stab your tracker in, you can immediately jump across and reset your, what do they call it? Your hunt artifact or whatever. And then that way you're not using up any of your materials, and you still get, if you slot, all the slots on the artifact thing. I don't know what they call the artifact thing anymore, but you will get 15, and you can speed run it pretty quick. And I've been doing that, and I've got like 300 or 400 now. That's one way you can do it. And, grab some weapon bounties, do some other stuff while you're busy farming it. But that's a very good way. And I can't remember who told me. I think it was Astacross posted it, that it was still working. So, Wrathborn Hunts. That is definitely, especially the one on Dreaming City, the one you can reset once you stab at the you do your second marker where you stab in your lure. The lure, that's it. Yeah. And then reset your lure before you kill the ogre, before the final boss comes. Reset your lure, and you won't lose any of the materials you used for the lure, and then the charges, and then you can just keep doing it over and over again. That's the way I've been getting, because...
Yeah. Well, I was doing... I found out, I watched a video from Truds, and he was talking about the Leviathan's Breath Catalyst. And I was like, how the fuck do you even get that thing? Because I've been like trying to get this forever and a day, and I just don't know how to do it.
Right.
So in the video, he said like this, like 3 words, and it was basically, well, I think it was like 4 words. You have to use it.
Yeah. You have to get kills with it. Oh, you have to use it for it to drop?
Yeah. For the catalyst to drop.
See, I've had that catalyst done for so long. I don't remember how I got it.
Yeah. See, so, I've never like even tried to use this thing, because all the other catalysts, they just drop in the world. Yeah. So I was like, oh, well, this is new. Okay, well, let me use this. So I've been like doing Wrathborn hunts because I figured they might have like a higher chance of dropping in there.
Sure.
And no, it actually doesn't. It's pretty much random as to when it drops. So
what do you mean? You don't like random stuff falling? You don't want to just be rewarded for your time spent playing Destiny? Aren't you entitled, if that's the case?
No, I'm not actually because what I did is I just kept doing lost sectors. I kept doing like not playlist activities. So I was doing, let me see here, like legendary lost sectors, master lost sectors. It was sort of like a passive thing where I was trying to kill any yellow bars with that.
With the Leviathans, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So, I was doing Wrathborn hunts. I mean, I was basically just playing the game over again, just, kind of enjoying it. Not to, thumb my nose at anybody in particular for that. But yeah, so that's what I was doing is playing it and everything else. And then I got it tonight right before the show.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah. So
you've been in a throwaway trying to get the kills with it to complete it?
No, I can't get a checkpoint yet.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm holding out for that checkpoint. So
someone will get it for you.
Yeah. So I'm not too worried about it. Now that I have the catalyst, I'm going to work on that. And I also got an Acreus catalyst too. I was like, oh, well, shit, I wasn't even trying for that, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I got that a while back too. Yeah. It's I mean, it's pretty much just been, I do have an alt character I've been playing with most of the time, called, Get Toddled. It was an old, it was actually an old character. I actually had characters on an old account. I had characters on, and PlayStation gives you a one-time you can change the name of. And I said, what the hell? Let's go ahead and change it. So I changed it to Get Toddled. You may see him appear every now and then during some Crucible nights or something, but I'm trying to build him up for the next Iron Banner. I'm not quite at 1300 light yet, but that's what I've been working on this last week. And of course, cookie bounties, baby. That's how you get that's how you keep getting higher and higher gear, is all those blues that fall from all the cookie bounties and stuff. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. And I've been doing it too. And I finally got my stove, my little potbelly stove. I got that, Masterworks, so now it doesn't cost as much on my new account. And of course, it's obviously was already done on my normal Gator account. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I haven't had a lot of time to do much else because I've been trying to get done before the holidays here, trying to get work done. And we did play Scrims 2 nights this week. Had a great time both nights. I mean, you were here on Monday night.
Monday night we had 12 people.
This is where we did our 1v1 versus no one respawns in real life. And what the hell, man?
I'm not going to even talk about it.
What do you mean you're not going to talk about it?
We
have to, man.
I don't have to say nothing. My thing is I've never claimed to be the best. I was honestly expecting you to clean up. I was expecting me to suck, and I was expecting you to clean up and be like, oh yeah, see, it was a tie. But that didn't happen.
Well, I actually recorded it, and I actually watched both your streams. I had them split window so people could actually see both sides of the 1v1. And he was using that Hunter invisibility build with the Forerunner. So if you got that first shot on you, it was really hard to come back from that. And I slowed the game down considerably trying to offset that because I saw he was doing it to you. And I made a late comeback, and he still ended up winning 20-18. We played out like Rumble to 20. And congratulations, Respawn. You did good, man. I think someone in his community was helping him with that build because
Micah.
I was like, damn it, man. I says, I can't, because he kept getting an invisibility every 10 seconds. So I had a 10-second window or whatever, very small window where he became uninvisible. But all he had to do was he never moved. He just sat there invisible, waited for me to run out near him. And I always tried to stay near cover, but he would get that first shot with that Forerunner on me, and I just couldn't adapt to it. So congrats, man. He did a good job. He kicked our butts.
Yeah, he did.
But, moving on. But, I end up, he actually was on my team that night on Monday night. Myself, Pink Yoda, and Noah, and we did really good. We cleaned up that night. It was a great night. And don't let Respawn tell you he's not a good PvP player. He's actually a very decent PvP player. We worked well together. And Pink Yoda was sniping, and we had a good team that night.
God, Yoda. I kept seeing that damn red light, and I was like,
yeah.
Like, run away.
And I turned a few corners, and you got me too. So I was like, yep, there's Hazel.
Yeah, go figure. Yeah, my team was Sweaty Spooks and AJ.
Yes.
So I was glad to finally be on a team with AJ, damn it.
Sweaty Spooks brought it.
So,
Yeah.
Sweaty Spooks brought it. So, I was glad to finally be on a team with AJ, damn it. So, I was glad to finally be on a team with AJ, damn it. So,
Yeah.
So,
Sweaty Spooks brought it.
Yeah, Sweaty was awesome. He was
had
all about it.
He had that. What did he have? He had that hand cannon. He had a really good rolled hand cannon. He was using
IS
against us.
Luna.
Yeah, it was kicking my ass, and
Yep.
he could 3-tap me several times, and it was fun. Monday night was fun. Then we came to Wednesday night, and
How'd that go?
You had your funeral you had to go to, so you weren't able to make it that night. And I had AJ and Hammer Crasher on my team, and it was against. We had 3v3.
Oh, yeah.
We had 6 people, and it was Your Toast, Big Briggs, and who was the third person? Big Briggs, Your Toast, because they're both in the same clan. Oh, and one of the Potato Thumbs podcast guys, T Jives, and nice guy. First time gaming with him, and they just cleaned the floor with us. I made the mistake of bringing my hunter in. I'm very rusty on my hunter, and I'm not saying I'm not giving excuses. Big Briggs and your Toast, they all played well. They all played well. They had an answer for anything we brought their way. So, congrats, guys! You did a good job. And I was trying something new, and I guess I just need to stick to what I know. But
yeah, I saw that team and I cracked up laughing because I know Briggs and Toast play together.
I know, and I figured that out, and I did the randomizer like you said, and I was like, okay, those are the teams. And I played with AJ one time. But I don't think I've ever, maybe I gamed with Hammer Crusher one time, but I haven't gamed with these guys much. So it gave me some time to kind of bullshit with them. And that's what scrims are for, is to just kind of get some experience gaming with some of the guys in your community. And it doesn't mean anything. It's just, it doesn't hurt your stats or anything. It's just for fun. Mm-hmm. But my ego was a little bruised that night, I'll admit. I was limping. I was limping on my way home. And then the last game we did, Yotunes and a sidearm. That was fun.
Nice.
I whiffed so many shots because I like floating or blinking, and the triple jump on a hunter, I'm just not used to its mobility. I know it's very mobile in the Crucible, but I was having problems regulating and holding in.
See, I've never used Jotun. Never.
See, here's the thing about Jotun. You can use it point blank and you don't get burned, and the person coming at you does. That's where it can be really brutal. For shotgunners, especially, if you can time the windup on it, which is a good second, you can literally fry them within shotgun range, and you're fine. You're unscathed because it was your gun. It's crazy, but it does work very well against shotgunners.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it out because I know that who was it? I watched one video about like a strat for Grasp, the new dungeon, and that what it said is that you should go ahead and use that, or Datto, I think he said it, that you can switch out to Jotun and use that to burn down the shank that's flying up there. In
PvE, Jotun, especially if you can pair it with some burning mods, just destroy in PvE. You can do a lot of damage with the Jotun. Jotun, however you want to say it. But yeah, man, it was fun. I've used it before as more kind of a trolley weapon in Crucible, but especially if it's someone on the other team has one, I'm like, all right, let me grab them here. Let's grab one and let's go ahead and put it on. Or I'll pull out Bastion or something. But yeah, it was fun week. Unfortunately I didn't have a ton of time to play a ton of Destiny with the gang. But the little time we did was a lot of fun. I had a great time. So now, since you lost the bet we had on the Trials of Osiris rolls that never got reset with the new season, or 30th anniversary edition, whatever you want to call it. How are you liking your names we've been giving you daily? I say we because the community has been DMing me ideas, and I've been I'm giving them credit every morning when I decide whatever name to choose.
Yeah. It's been kind of fun. I've been laughing at right now. I am Waffle Stomper.
Yep.
So do yourself a favor and do not Google that. That is definitely something not safe for work.
Thank you, Arisen Phoenix, for that name, by the way.
Yes. But yeah, my least favorite one, I think it came from Ronin Red Lion. It was H _ Yeah. A_Z_.
It was Gatr and Hazel. Two acronyms.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're not.
That crossed lines. That crossed lines.
I got
for me, right?
I got a present for you tomorrow for Christmas Eve, and I'm sorry. I'm just gonna apologize in advance. This name, let's see. This name change came from, and I have a bunch lined up, by the way.
I can't wait. I'm actually excited.
This name change tomorrow is from our buddy Miner in our Discord. Let me make sure this is the right one. Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
fucking Miner.
you are gonna be. I'm sorry. I'm really.
I know.
I hope this.
I already know what it.
Okay. Well, I hope this
I
doesn't
already
ruin.
know what it's probably gonna be.
I hope this doesn't ruin your Christmas Eve. Just focus on your family, man. But this and I just want to say to our community out there who listens and is in our Discord, keep DMing me some names because this goes on until the second week of January. Holy shit! I get to come up with a name.
Miner did ask because I don't exactly remember the details, but he asked. He's like, "Doesn't this go until the start?"
No, we did. That was not the agreement. It was a month. So we started the second week. Well, no, it was for the next month after the 30th anniversary came out. So it'll be the end of the second week of January, and then he can put his name back up. So I'm not gonna be that tough on you, man. I mean, I can't imagine if I lost. I can't imagine if I lost the bet. I mean, I've cherished my name Gatr, and that's my identity, and to have it changed every day, I think would drive me crazy. So
yeah. Well, I think we do another bet coming up for January to the start of Witch Queen.
You know what? Let's let the Discord let us know what's our next bet going to be. What's the next bet that we can both agree on? I think I know what I'd like it to be. Okay.
First one to finish Grasp solo, flawless.
Oh man, that's probably going to be you because you got more under your belt. I did just my second one. It was myself, all thumbs, and we took one of our newer members of our
Mile High.
Yeah, Mile High Magi. Well, nice guy. And 2 hours later, I was like, "Well, I told you it would go quick." Ron had run it 2 times. I had run it 1 time, and we were trying to remember. And it's the damn Sparrow area, man. So I finally stopped being cheap. And I went ahead and bought the Sparrow from Forsaken that you get less because I figured that's what everyone's getting is they're getting that because I was just getting stomped every time I tried to go in there. And we finally got a good pattern down. And actually, Mile High Magi is the one that saved us. He got far enough ahead. He actually saved it for us. Me and Ron were burning and churning. And yeah, but we'll get that tracked down once we know where all those exact checkpoints are to extend our timer. But I got to the very end. I'm shooting out with my Sparrow, and as soon as I hit the ground, I blow up and die. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man! So you gotta have a fresh Sparrow when you're going through that last shoot, because if you don't, you better jump out and start gliding. Which I tried that too, and I died. It was hilarious. I didn't. Thank God I didn't record that. That was brutal. But that was fun. Ron, all thumbs, jumped in. You were going to help me, but I think you were helping some other people too. So,
I was going to do it, but I think I saw that Ron joined, and I wasn't going to join because I thought that I was already in, but I was just like, no worries. I was like, Ron needs it more than I do.
See, he set it up so I couldn't add you, but if I would have set the Grasp of Avarice 100.io up, I could have included you in the party because I'm a supporter. But I was like, well, I don't know how to add him. And then Ron joined up. I was like, okay, well, I'm sure Hazel won't mind because he's probably got other things. You've been helping a lot of people this season, man. You've been doing a lot of Sherping for us. So I appreciate that. I mean,
it's always fun to do that. I've been doing a couple grasps for people and everything else. Mm-hmm. So
it's a fun dungeon. I really enjoy doing it. And I've only done it twice. So I
started practicing solo anyway. So
have you tried the legend, what is it? The harder one yet? Have you done?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times.
Have you? Is it much harder or?
It is. Yeah.
Great. Something to look forward to.
Yeah. Yeah. That the ogre is significantly harder.
Okay, more damaging.
And then
probably.
the ads hit way harder too.
Of course. I think I got that Sparrow now because I'm sure I'll be getting a lot more in. Well, hey, let's switch gears here. What have you been watching, man? Let's switch over to entertainment here. What do you been? There's a few shows I've been watching and I just finished up. But what have you been? What's been occupying your time in the entertainment arena right now?
So,
Well, let me start with this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you finished Lost in Space yet? The new season?
No, I have not.
Okay. I have finished it.
I want to, but that's not a show I can watch at work. So I have to, I want to watch that actually. So that's sort of like my hang up with a bunch of stuff right now is like, it's on my list, but I can't watch it because, I can't watch it technically.
Yeah, you can't. There's some shows you really like. Succession, you really want to pay attention to, or certain shows.
Succession, you don't really need to pay attention to that. You can just listen to it and understand what's going on.
You're right. There's not a whole lot of action. It's all dialogue. That's true.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So hearing Brian Cox look at somebody and go "fuck off."
Yeah,
it's like, oh, okay.
but you missed the look. You missed the look when they scour away.
No, I think that's just implied. But really, I mean, I finished Castlevania this week.
Okay.
It's an animated show on Netflix, and holy hell, this was fantastic.
Okay.
I mean, this was just like, for real, just like blew me away. I'm like, okay, so it was a little slow in like the second season. And then I was like, I'm bored. I don't have anything else to do. I'll put it on for the third season. Cause that was like where I ended. So then I picked it up there and I was like, okay, I like where this is headed. So it's only 4 seasons. So then the 4th season, I just blew through that and I was like, wow, this is top notch right here.
Nice.
So
nice.
So yeah, there's that. I started Alice in Borderland again because the 2nd season's coming up.
Okay.
And this is a show that's basically like for anybody who liked what was it? Squid Game.
Yeah.
This is like a different version of that. So yeah, this is a more extreme version, I'll say. If that's something,
if it could be any darker.
Grasp. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
So yes. Yeah, you know me. I'm all about the darkness type stuff.
I know you want the world to burn. I get it.
I do. There's nothing wrong with that.
You just want want the world of Destiny to burn. That's me. I should clarify that. Yeah.
Well, I just like knowing that nothing's sacred.
Yeah. There's no sacred cows. I get that. I do.
Exactly. Like something that I'll mention later, but like next week.
Okay.
But like there was a show that I really, really loved. It's called Spooks or MI5, MI6. I forget which one it is.
I don't know this one.
Well, it actually had Tom from Succession in it. He was a main character.
Okay. Nice.
And they like kill off like a main character in the first episode.
Okay.
And ever since then, you're like, oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, if they're going to, can they really kill off main characters like this? And yeah, they don't hesitate to kill off a main character. And it was one of those things where it was like, it brought the stakes up to like this incredible height where it was like, okay, well, everyone can die at any time. And it just was nerve rattling for pretty much most of the season, most of the series.
You never know where it's going to go. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. And now, you have shows where it's like, you know that these people are safe and nothing's going to happen to them.
Right. I get that.
Yeah. So, nothing sacred is a glorious thing. But my wife and I finished Hawkeye.
I have, I think 2 episodes left.
It was very, very good. I liked it a lot. I liked what they did with it, where they took it. Some setup, it was great because how they set it up, because in regard to Spiderman,
okay.
There's some stuff in there that, kind of correlated in a degree or two.
Okay.
So yeah,
Nice.
it was very cool to see that for sure.
It's definitely a little lighthearted. And is it Kate Bishop? Is that her name?
Right.
She's a little annoying after a while. She's really insistent. And
Well,
Hawkeye I know. I get the story, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's been a pleasant. It's been a different kind of Marvel movie, or Marvel series. So I'm liking it.
Yeah,
and dude, the Boba Fett's coming out before the end of the year. I cannot wait, man.
Yeah,
I cannot wait. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to. I think it's the 29th. Is it coming out? I think.
Yeah, the Book of Fett, and then also Cobra Kai.
Is it really? Cobra Kai's coming out? Oh, hell yeah.
The end of the year.
We were just saying in the Discord, it's impossible for you to be bored right now. There's so many shows coming at you at the same time. I mean, I just finished watching The Witcher, and I'm not going to give any spoilers because I know people have not watched it yet, but I will tell you this. The first episode and the last episode, wow. They blow you away. They're intense. And I think Witcher got picked up for another season. I believe they did.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
But yeah, I cannot wait for next season. In fact, I was like, more. I want more. I want more Yennefer, please. I can't help myself. I'm a sucker for brunettes, man.
Same, buddy. Same.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's a great story too. It was well written. I'll just say that it's well written. They did it right. They did The Witcher right. It's just as good as the first season, if not maybe even a little better.
Really?
More monsters. Holy shit, more monsters. Whoa. The monsters are going to blow you away, dude. You're going to be like, what the fuck is that? There's some weird shit, man. I'll tell you, there's some weird stuff. And I didn't read the books. I'm sorry, Admiral Nips. I'm sure this is not crazy wild for you because you read all the novels, but I didn't. And I'm watching, the special effects and stuff, and man, it's it'll wig you out, man. Especially that first episode. Oh, you're gonna love that first one. Anyway, Masked Singer, they finished up for the season. It was not one of my favorite seasons. The people who were behind the mask they were okay. I mean, it was all right. Sorry, Nate Fu. It just didn't. This season didn't really do much. But come January, that series, it's called I Can Hear Your Voice. I can't wait to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fun series. Yeah, it's lighthearted. It's kind of junk food watch, comparison as far as entertainment. But it's just you just want to hear more. It's really good. Hazel, before we go, I do have a few movie reviews because my wife and I have been. I don't know if you knew this, but we have AMC Stubs A-List. You can see.
Fucking start.
Okay, I won't. So we saw.
Do you have a brochure?
No, I do.
I'm saying it before anybody says it.
Exactly.
So now we don't need to say it in the Discord.
Yes,
okay?
we can spare everyone. If you listened to last week's episode, you guys are probably tired of hearing about the AMC Stubs A-List, but because of A-List. We did see some movies over the last couple of weeks, and we were busy with other things. I really couldn't mention it, but there's 3 movies other than the last one we're going to talk about tonight. The first one was a movie with J.K. Simmons in it, J.K. Simmons, and all you had to say was J.K. Simmons. I'm like, I don't care what the movie's about. I'm watching it. So this was called National Champions. I would consider it kind of it's not a B movie. I mean, it was very entertaining. I think it was very well written, but it's about a future #1 pro draft pick who's playing his last final national college championship game, and of course they're heavily favored. He makes an unusual stand on the playing conditions and the fact that colleges don't share the billions of dollars with their players, and at least some kind of health care or standards of living for the student athletes. And it was pretty intense. It got pretty frenzied toward the end. It kept me entertained. Because it wasn't a AAA movie, I gave this one about a C-. It's about average, but it's worth seeing. It's already out of the theaters. It was an independent film, but if it pops up on any of the streaming platforms out there, it's definitely worth a watch. It's very good. Another movie I did see, it's called Being the Ricardos. It's about
my wife really wants to see this.
Yeah, it stars Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball and Javier Bardem. I love that guy.
Yeah.
As Desi Arnaz. 72% critics, 72% from the audience. It really portrays the real life, day-to-day work life of Lucy and Desi, and kind of the behind the scenes of their love and for each other, and also the strife. It's a very well written movie, and the ending, it'll shake you up in a good way. In a good way, it'll shake you up. I give this one a solid B. It was very good. And then the last movie I just saw just a few nights ago is called Nightmare Alley. It's starring, it has Bradley, a ton of stars. Bradley Cooper, Toni Collette, David Strathairn, Rooney Mara, Kate Blanchett. This is kind of a remake of a classic movie from long ago. It's in the pre-war 1940s, I would say. And of course, it's directed by Guillermo del Toro, which he's always very cinematic. The way he portrays movies are very visual. So you could pick up on a lot of beautiful parts of the movie. It's just a very beautiful movie. And if they don't get an Oscar nod for set design, I'll be very disappointed because it's a beautiful movie. It's based on two different worlds. The low life of a traveling carnival, and also opposed to that, the New York high society back in the 1940s. 81% certified fresh from critics, 62% from the audience. It's a long movie. It's 2.5 hours long. And it had a little slow parts in the movie, but by the end, you're pretty much all in. It was really good. I give it a C+, better than average. Definitely want to see that. It's probably already off the theater now too, because all the major movies are out now. But I wanted to get those 3 movies out because they were all worth seeing. If you see them pop up on Netflix or HBO or whatever, definitely want to put those on your list to watch in the future. And Being Ricardo's, I was in tears at the end. It was a beautiful movie. So
yeah, we're probably going to watch it this weekend, maybe.
Yeah, of course, pay-per-view everywhere. You can watch these movies now. But
well, it's free for on Amazon.
There you go. Perfect. Definitely want to see that one. You'll like it, man. Let me know what you and your wife think of it.
Yeah,
very good movie. And a couple movies I am watching. I did see Spiderman No Way Home tonight. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Matrix Resurrections, I'm going to be watching that this Sunday on the IMAX. The Kingsman, I'm going to be watching that one next week. American Underdog, this is the Kurt Warner story. I don't know if you remember Kurt Warner, who played quarterback for the Rams back in the day.
Yeah.
This is his story.
I know who he is.
I know, but I'm talking to our listeners too. This is his story, and it looks really good. It looks really well written. It's probably not a Matrix movie, but I definitely want to see it.
I hope it's not a Matrix
movie. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear.
Yeah, God.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it for me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Well, hey, you know what,
ladies and germs, I did see The Matrix.
Yes.
And all I'm going to say is give me the blue pill. I don't want to ever think about this movie ever again.
You don't want the red pill? Come on.
No, I don't want to live in a world where that movie exists.
Okay. Well, I'll you know what?
You're going to love it. You are going to love this movie.
I'm sure.
It's going to be your favorite movie ever.
Really? Okay.
No. I have a feeling you're going to be like, I'm so let down, man.
Like you've told me several times with movies I'm very overly critical on. Man, what did you expect? It's a Matrix movie. So we'll see.
No, I know what I expected from a Matrix movie. I expected a movie that's going to fucking kick all kinds of ass and everything else. I'm
keeping my expectations in the medium range, so I don't think I'll be disappointed, but I'm sure I kind of know what I'm going to get with this movie. But I still want to see it. I still want to see it. Well, next week. Wait.
Well, tell me this. What do you think you're going to get with this movie?
I think it's going to be kind of a rehash of where the last movie ended and how they get inserted back into the Matrix and maybe replay some of it. I don't know. I've stayed away from YouTube. I've stayed away from the reviews. We'll see. I'll let you know next week. But like I said, I'm keeping my expectations kind of in the medium range. I'm not expecting too much from this movie. I'm just glad to see it.
It's a Matrix movie.
I know. That's it.
You should have expectations.
No, I do. But I see, everyone doesn't like the second and third Matrix movies, but there were points in that movie I really liked too. So,
I rewatched all 3 Matrix movies.
I did too. before this
just because, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And there's points in all those movies that I really enjoyed it. So I'm sure there'll be a point in this one.
Even the third one, I was like, wow, you know what? This actually has some pretty good stuff in it.
That ending battle with Agent Smith, that was awesome. That fight scene.
It was, but I mean, oh my God. I just can't wait for you to watch the new one.
Well, you know what? For our final entertainment review, which is going to be Spider-Man, let's bring RNGGator in here because he's been chomping at the bit to talk to us about it. So if you want to send that invite out to him, we'll be right back. Hey everyone, looking for some like-minded gamers to Destiny with?
Or maybe just a place to de-stress and talk about life with others for a bit.
Or maybe just a place to discuss the latest movies, the TV shows, new awesome music out there.
What about New Year's resolutions or goals or our fitness section?
Well, you're also reading about our channels with links to our clan, Speakpipe, our show music playlist for God's sake, or even where to get a show t-shirt, mouse pad, or coffee mug if you want to help support us.
Wow, you're not just a Bungie shill, you're a Guardian Downcast shill, huh? So, man, you must be forgetting also about the Podcast Questions channel, where listeners can put in their own questions for us.
And Hazel, our show feedback channel, where listeners can talk about our past podcast. And our...
Stop. This shameless plug has gone on long enough. I'm going to put a fork in it. Everybody, just go to the GDC Discord community link on our weekly show notes, where you can see the invite there. Just visit us at guardiandowncast.com. That invite link there will never expire, so just go there too.
And later, Guardian.
Oh my God, just stop.
What? What did I do?
You're so excited.
I'm excited, man. What,
Just bring it. Just bring it down.
All right, whatever, man. Okay, jeez.
Lay off the coffee.
What a downer. All right. Well, we have welcome back. I guess we just can't get enough of this guy, Mr. RNG Santa. We wanted to talk about Spider-Man tonight. I know you wanted to talk about it with us, so we want to invite you back in and just discuss this. I will say before we get started, if you have not seen the movie Spider-Man, the latest Spider-Man,
No Way Home,
you might want to skip this part because there probably will be some spoilers. We'll be talking about parts of the movie. So this is your one and only warning that we might have some spoilers ahead. So we'll give you a second to fast forward. Okay. Everything's fair game now, guys. So let's start with this. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the movie?
It was my number one movie. I'm just going to get that out of the way. And I still stand by that.
For the year?
Yeah.
It was my number one movie. I said it last week.
No, I can't put a number one.
Is it okay? So RNG, so you picked it blind without going in, without watching it. Right. So is it still there for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, out of everything I see, I mean, I know Gator probably put Dune and stuff ahead of
course.
Spider-Man.
Of
I know
course.
that's what he's going to do. But you have a fascination with Dune. I enjoyed Dune, but I never read the books. I enjoyed it, but comic books, I grew up reading. Spider-Man was going to be number one. I just wasn't nothing else this year is coming out. I mean, to me, the closest is going to be the Demon Slayer movie for me would be number two.
Okay.
So,
okay. So Gator, where does it fall for you then?
I put it in my top 10 for the year. Definitely. Without question. Yeah, probably top 5. Probably top 5. It was really good. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man movies of the latest ones that have been out. And man, when Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire came into the movie, I was like, yes. I was like doing a little silent little, and you could tell everyone it got a rise out of everybody in the theater. But yeah, it was really good. It was really good.
So I went and saw it like that Friday when it first came out.
Yeah, you did.
Or no, that first week. I mean, and of it, I mean, there was this like great moment right in the beginning where basically like, so if you haven't tuned out by now for spoilers, this is a big spoiler. Matt Murdock is his lawyer.
That's what everyone was going crazy about. The blind guy.
Oh.
He catches the brick. That was awesome.
Oh, God.
You know who the blind guy is, right?
No.
No, he doesn't. That's the reason why I was like, oh.
I don't know who Matt Murdock is.
Poor Gator.
Yeah.
Poor Gator.
Poor
What?
Gator.
All right, well,
yeah,
enlighten
exactly.
me. Where's Matt
Please
Murdock?
tell me.
I'll probably remember
That's
once you tell me.
Daredevil.
Yeah,
I see. I haven't seen Daredevil. It's
You
on my
never
list.
watched
No, it's on my list.
Oh.
It's on my list. On Netflix,
Dude.
right? Yeah.
I would recommend you watch it before you finish.
I'm gonna watch-
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it over the Christmas holiday here. I'm gonna binge it.
It is not. It's going to be hard to binge it. I'll be honest with
It
you.
is. It's 2 seasons, wasn't it? Wasn't it 2 seasons
long.
on Netflix?
I think 3 seasons, but
Ooh.
it's not.
But
even
they brought
It's-
it back, right? They canceled it and they brought it back.
No,
Okay.
no,
No, they
no.
ran 2 or 3 seasons and then canceled it. They
Oh.
canceled
Yeah.
Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, all those.
The
They ran them.
Defenders.
They ran them. Yeah, Defenders ran, I think, 1 season. Iron Fist was maybe 1 or 2.
Well, that's why I didn't
Cage
recognize
was at
him.
least 2.
Yeah, that makes
Well,
sense
yeah,
why I didn't
because-
recognize him
and-
then.
And the other thing is that these are not your typical Marvel type shows. I mean, these are, TVMA, they,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
This is not
it's-
something you go sit down with your 10-year-old
No,
son and let
no.
him watch.
yeah, no, this is some brutal, beatings and beheadings and shit like that.
Now, can I just say this about the latest about Marvel movies these days? They have had to kind of dumb them down so young kids can watch it, and I really miss the dark Batman movies. And DC just seems to be darker than Marvel these days. And I'm kind of like you, Hazel. I kind of want to see the world burn a little bit in the Marvel cinema. And it just seems like it's all fun and games and a lot of little quirky comedy bits installed in a lot of the show now. And I realize it's for the kids because they face it, the kids are the future of this franchise. So I miss back in the days when the superhero movies were a little darker, a little more complicated,
Yeah, when,
Well-
shit actually mattered. And
Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling with where we're going with Doctor Strange, I have a feeling that movie is going to go a little bit on the wild side. It's got to.
He's my
They're looking at that
Yeah.
trailer that they released.
Of all the latest Marvel superheroes, he's my favorite because I'm a warlock, dude. I mean, come on.
What?
I'm-
Oh my God.
I'm a warlock
man.
in Destiny, so I kind of
There is
relate to
life
this guy.
outside of Destiny.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
Let him have it, Hazel.
But
Christmas
I like
spirit, let him have it
I
this
like
week.
Cumberbatch. I love his acting. He's in so many different things, but he pulls off Doctor Strange so well.
So I got something for you. So he in that new trailer for Doctor Strange, he goes to see Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Have you seen the meme of her with her brother dead, with Vision? Vision gets a stone pulled out. All right, Strange, you might be in trouble. Watch who you're asking for help.
I know I didn't see the trailer. I told everyone I was with tonight. I said there's a second one. There's a second cutscene after we saw the. Can we just say it now? The Venom cutscene at the end was badass.
Yeah.
That was really good at the bar. And but I told him, I said, there's another cutscene. Hazel told me there's 2 cutscenes. We got to stay. And a lot of people in the theater stayed. And they said, oh, no, it's just a trailer for Doctor Strange. And so we started leaving, and people look at you like, are you going? You're going to go?
That's why I told you in our chat. I said,
not to
don't
see
watch the trailer in the
Yeah.
Discord because I know how you like to watch stuff in the movies. Watch this in the movies.
Yeah, and I said, well, I remember Gator put the trailer in our Discord. I'll just watch it when I get home. But I got home like 20 minutes before the show started, so I haven't had a chance to see it, but you're not spoiling anything, so I'm going to watch it afterwards.
No, you're not. Yeah. When I first saw it, I was like, holy crap, this is a trailer for Doctor Strange. I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
And when's,
I'm like,
does it say when it's coming?
May 2nd.
Yeah.
Sometime in May. I think May.
Fuck, yes.
It
May?
got pushed back. It was supposed to come out in March, wasn't it?
No, May's
Supposed to come out
fine.
March, April.
I'll wait. I'm good.
They
I
pushed
think it
everything
was.
back last year,
Yeah.
next year. They pushed things back.
I love Doctor
So-
Strange. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, the Venom cutscene at the end is great. If you haven't seen Venom Carnage,
I haven't yet.
There's a cutscene at the end of it that kind of explains what's going on at the cutscene at the end of Spider-Man.
I got you.
And the little black goo left on the bar.
Yes, I was wondering what that was.
Is what that means is there is a God. What is Venom's character? What is
Symbiote?
the guy? No. The guy that Venom hosted. There is an Eddie Brock in Spider-Man's multiverse, his world.
Oh,
an Eddie Brock is probably going to become Venom.
Okay,
that's what I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
Although,
if you watch Tom Hardy, he disappears.
Yeah,
he goes back to his world. That's what happened. He got sent back.
That makes sense.
So if you've seen Carnage, the cutscene in Carnage is he's talking with Venom, and Venom's like, "I'm a hive mind." And all of a sudden they get transported to Spider-Man's world because that's when he did the spell. Yeah. Well, he was fixing it. That was Venom going back to his universe, and he left a piece of himself there.
Venom was on my list. As soon as I saw the previews, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm watching that. And I was like, no.
That's my theory.
I'm not going to the theater by myself to watch this. I'll just watch it when it comes out.
It's good. Yeah. The acting's not great in it, but Venom, I like Woody Harrelson, but that was one of his worst acting jobs.
That's so good. So, it can't be any worse than Matrix. So
it's Venom. What? It's Venom. Venom makes Carnage great because of his jokes and everything.
Oh, okay.
That's the best.
I just love Tom Hardy. I just love his character.
I haven't seen a new Matrix movie, so I don't know how good or bad it is.
He hasn't seen it either.
I'm trying to bait Hazel.
I know. I had a feeling that's what you were doing.
No, I really think Gator's gonna love it. And then he's going to be like, guys, it's my number one movie.
And I didn't put, hey, you notice I didn't put it in my end of the year list.
You haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Back to Spider-Man.
What did you think about the ending where he the only way he could fix the problem was no one could remember him? That was kind of sad.
Well, it's sad, but it's kind of it's the mantle of being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was screwing his girlfriend's career and his friend's career. I mean, they wanted to go to MIT. He wanted to go there, but he knew he couldn't go there and them at the same time because if they know who he is, it's not going to be good for them. So, you could see when he's in that diner talking to her, there was in her eyes, like, hold on, I know, there's something in my brain going, hold on, I know him from somewhere, but I can't put it together. I just wonder how far are we going to put it out movie wise that it comes back around. Are we going to wait till the next Spider-Man movie? Is it going to be somewhere else? Because I mean, he's technically Avengers, is strange. How are we going to bring him back in is what I want to know.
And I wanted to tell my wife, I said, honey, she played in Dune.
Oh shit.
She's like,
no world without Dune.
They're Dune. Everything revolves around Dune. You kidding me? But yeah, I thought the acting was really good. Like I said, Doctor Strange had a big part in this movie, and he did beautifully. I loved it.
Yeah, I love the whole his friend getting the thing on his finger and doing the portals. I'm like, one of those. I was like, Strange is coming out of one of those before it's over with.
I was like, oh my god, it's Garfield, and then Tobey Maguire. I'm like, they couldn't have
show me Peter Parker, and I'm like, yeah, that's Toby. I was like, that's not him.
Toby's looking a little older. Gotta admit, Toby. I don't know how much makeup they put on him, but he was definitely looking a little wear for tear. Like he definitely aged, but he wasn't the same Spider-Man I knew. But
but what I liked about it, to me, it was really unexpected. I mean, because if you think about it, like he's like when he was talking to them all, and he's just like, "Oh, so you died?"
Yeah,
and then he's like, "Oh, you died too?" And he's like, well, maybe we can do something about this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about the villains. Yeah.
And I was like,
his Aunt May. Wow. Yeah. Cause his Aunt May's like, this is our job. We save people.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you knew, I knew she was going to die. I just knew.
Oh, I didn't.
Well, you knew it was going to have to happen sooner or later. He didn't have an Uncle Ben to die in this
exactly.
In any of these. So she was going to be his Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, see, I didn't think about it like that because, I mean, they already picked up from basically him already having the mantle of Spider-Man and getting bit and everything else. So I just assumed that Uncle Ben died before.
Right.
Well,
I never assumed that. I just assumed the only loss he's really felt is Stark. He's never had anybody closer than Stark die for him, die in his family. And when she got hit by that glider and she stood up, I'm like, she's not okay.
She's not
okay. I
okay.
was like, she's walking around and everything. I'm like, hold on. All right, drop the other foot. Come on.
I was going to walk out. I was going to walk out of the theater if she was fine after getting hit by that glider. I'm like, there's no way she survives this. That glider has like spikes on the front of it and stuff. There's just no way. And here's what bothered me about her. And she was like,
hot?
Well, of course, obviously, especially for her age, man, she still looks good. And,
that's what pissed me off. Like, you kill off the one hot girl in this.
But what bothered me is when he had all the villains like in his apartment. And his aunt was like just casually hanging out with him and, bare feet and stuff. Like, they're just friends. Like, man, it just doesn't seem right. You got all your arch villains in the same. I don't know. It just seemed weird to me.
Or not his arch villains.
Well, I know. I know they're from another universe. I get it. But whatever verse. But it just seemed like she wasn't very guarded. I mean, I think she should have been a little more careful. Because she's not a super person. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
she was incentivizing him to do that too. So,
yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she was doing it for like this altruistic reason.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, and then they all joined in. So even the villains wanted in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she put the okay, we can do good. We can fix this. That was her thing. She didn't care what your background was, I could see where they were going with that. She wasn't the media trying to tear Spider-Man down and make him look like the public enemy number one, like the Bugle is. She's like, you have good in you, Peter. Yeah. You can fix this. I'm going to help you. I don't care what these guys have done, what they could do to me.
Right.
I'm going to fix this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It just seemed weird to me. I don't know. It was a little too casual for me.
Well, see, I mean, and that's the thing that I think that I enjoyed the most about it is the fact that it wasn't your cookie cutter. Yeah. Okay, he's going to fight them and then they're going to die.
Right.
I respected the hell out of that choice in the in the writing of it, because to me, I was like, wow. I'm like, what balls does it take to, completely flip the script, the script like that?
Yeah, you took on Doctor Strange in his mirror world. Most people aren't going to beat him the first time they go in that mirror world. They're not going to all of a sudden go, holy shit, this is geometry. You're good at geometry. I love that.
That was great when he made the web. That was awesome.
Yeah.
He says, I know math.
Awesome. Yeah, that was good. I mean, that was just awesome. But I mean, yeah, so I loved that part. Again, the other part that I love was just seeing Matt Murdock in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that completely, I mean, I got giddy as fuck.
Oh yeah. I was in one of those where people clapped when Murdoch showed up.
Yeah. I was wondering why everyone was clapping. I was like, what?
When Andrew showed up, they clapped. One guy stood up 2 rows in front of me. I'm like, if you don't sit your ass down, I'm going to throw my popcorn at you. I was like, I don't. And then the movie's over with and everybody claps. I'm like, what? Y'all don't want to clap now? I'm like,
yeah, I had a little baby clap going. I had a little silent clap going when I saw both of them come back in the movie. And it's not like they gave them their little 5 minutes of fame and then pushed them out. It's like they actually stuck around for the rest of the film. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah,
I loved it.
And it's like when the people clapped, I'm like, I can't hear what they're saying. Stop clapping. Please stop clapping. I love the whole, and can we finally say they gave Andrew Garfield his due? Yes. He was a great Spider-Man.
Yeah.
His writing of his movies sucked. They were okay movies. I love Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
But the writing and acting behind it was terrible.
Those were the tough years for Spider-Man. Yeah.
He was a better Spider-Man to me than Tobey was. I liked him. He played it better. That's why I said they've gotten better with each Spider-Man they've cast. Tobey was good.
Tobey was original.
He was a little too comic and overly trying to be funny.
But I liked his dry humor. I loved his dry humor in his Spider-Man movies.
Andrew Garfield was more serious. It was more darker.
Yeah.
Because they went that way. And then Tom Holland is the right age for Spider-Man. He's a high school student.
Right.
Let's start that story that way, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I get that.
and I love the whole, what was it they said when they were standing at the Statue of Liberty? He's like, when they made fun of his movies, he's like, I'm a lousy Spider-Man, or what was it he said? He's like, no, you were great. You were amazing.
Oh, I love Tobey Maguire. Oh, I've gotten stabbed before. What? I'm like, oh God, he's not going to die, is he? No.
That was telegraphed. I'm sitting here, I'm like, you got Green Goblin on his knees there. And he's trying to stop Tom Holland from beating the piss out of him. Right. I'm like, he's going to get stabbed. And then he got stabbed. I'm like, I looked at my daughter, I was messing with her. I'm like, oh, there goes Toby. My daughter's like, what?
No. I was like, no, they can't kill Toby. No.
And I will give it this, the trailer showing MJ falling. I wish they hadn't have shown that.
Yeah.
Because that was very anticlimactic in the movie for me. It's like, I knew what was going to happen. Andrew's going to save her, because he couldn't save his MJ, but he's going to save her, and he broke into tears, and that made me cry.
Yeah,
that was cool to see. But I'm like, it's anticlimactic. See, that's why sometimes I don't want to see trailers, because they can take spots in movies I'm like,
that spoil it.
Now this doesn't have the same feeling of, oh shit,
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I didn't see that in the trailer, because I didn't watch the trailers. I saw the first trailer, and I was like, all right, well, I'm sold. All right, I've seen enough. So for me, that had this severe impact where I was like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So you had that feeling. Yeah. And like everybody thinking
that very often these days.
Everybody thought Ned was the Hobgoblin because they showed that one part with the hood where that was just the Green Goblin without his mask because he broke it.
Right.
Yeah.
God, seeing William Dafoe play the Green Goblin again.
Yes.
I had goosebumps.
He looked
that voice. Seeing him, I was like,
he's getting up there in age, but he pulled it off, man. It was believable.
I missed him so much.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I missed him until I saw that.
I've always loved Willem Dafoe, man. He's a great actor.
Oh,
I've seen him in some of his independent stuff. He's really good.
Yeah. Did you see the nod to Stan Lee? Did y'all catch it?
No, I didn't catch it.
All right. Next time you watch it.
All right.
Don't tell me. Doc Ock, when he meets Doc Ock on the bridge.
Okay.
Look at the taxi in the background, the number on the taxi.
1226.
That's Stan Lee's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not saying that's what they did, but it's coincident that number of that taxi is the same. If that was for Stan, I have no idea. Some people have kind of come out and said it. I noticed it. But
yeah, they focused on certain things too. Like I guess like some of the license plates are like ASM, and then it like has like a number to it. So it's like Amazing Spider-Man, and then like the numbers.
Oh,
is that the comic? Is that the comic number?
Yeah,
could be.
Okay,
could
okay,
be, yeah.
All right.
So yeah, there was a ton of like little Easter eggs in there and everything else. So
nice.
The bridge thing after they got done, and the lady from admissions gets out of the car, and she's like, "Sir, or whatever, that was wrong. Don't you ever do." It's like, oh my God, and his suit. Oh my Lord, dude, iron your suit for God's sakes. So.
Yeah,
but
it was good. I liked it overall. It was a good movie. It was a good movie, entertaining, and I loved how they incorporated the older Spider-Mans. That brought me back because those are the years I really loved Spider-Man. Was in the earlier years when it first came out.
Yeah, I love the whole getting together after his Aunt May's died, and they're like, "I lost my Uncle Ben. I lost my Uncle Ben. I wanted to kill the guy who did it. I went after the guy. It brought me no enjoyment.
Yeah, that's a great line by Toby.
It's like, don't do this.
Yeah.
And I love the whole working together. I'll take these guys. You take. I've cured the lizard guy before. I can do this. I've cured.
Right.
So.
Yeah. It was just. I mean, to me, I thought it was like just really well done, and I do have this to say. I'm done with nostalgia. So
it's your nostalgia, isn't it?
Yeah. I was watching this, and all I heard was 30 and still gaming in my head going, it's nostalgia.
It's the year of nostalgia.
Like, hopefully with the movies coming out next year, we're done with that. Looking at where we better be next year. Because you're getting new movies. You got Doctor Strange movie now. You've got a Thor movie. I don't see it going nostalgia anymore. You might have cameos of people, but I don't see it going nostalgia like Spider-Man did,
Right.
So
yeah.
So
I mean, after that and The Matrix, and I mean,
there's still a lot of good movies. to watch.
I'm just talking about nostalgia.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I'm just over it, and I want new shit.
So
Give me new
what
shit.
you're saying is you're tired of the old and busted, and you're ready for the new hotness. Men in Black reference.
Well, I mean, look at Morbius. Are they going to factor Morbius into anything?
Yeah, I saw
because
that preview
Morbius
tonight.
is good. There's you a dark.
There,
Marvel
I'm
movie.
all in, man. I'm all in on
And
that one.
Blade's coming back too.
Blade? Okay.
Blade, yep.
Okay.
And I think our next Disney Marvel show is Disney Plus. I think would be Miss Marvel, depending on when they're releasing it.
I don't care.
because
Book of
there's-
Boba Fett. That's all I'm thinking about
So-
right now. Yeah. Boba Fett.
This guy.
Boba Fett. Boba
Yeah,
Fett.
this
Boba
guy.
Fett. Boba Fett. Yeah.
We're not talking about Star Wars. Get back on.
I know.
track
I
here.
know.
Focus. So no.
You know what? My ADD in me is going crazy right now because I got so many films and shows coming at me right now. I'm like, I'm almost at overload where I'm trying to decide what to watch every night.
Look, for once, I'm not trying to be trolly with you, but don't mean to reach through this mic and smack you.
My job.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I got pulled into Guardian.
Oh, nice. The Guardian Hub guys?
tonight.
Yeah, they're
Yep,
recording tonight
so-
too, aren't they?
Yeah, I got
Nice.
pulled into their show.
Nice.
So,
Anything else you want to say about it?
Trying to think. I mean, the key
Yes.
points. I mean, yeah, I'm like Matt Murdock flipping the script.
I give it a C minus.
Fuck, what?
I knew it'd fuck your ass up.
oh, there's my thing. The Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty
Oh yeah.
that they were fighting on. I
Yeah.
get the Captain America shield,
Right.
but there was no explanation on why is the Captain America. I mean,
I didn't.
I kind of in my mind I get
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
why are we putting the Captain America?
I have
shield on
no
the Statue
clue
of
what.
Liberty?
I was saying that
I'm
to
like,
myself. I'm like, what is it
you know.
falling? Why is this giant Captain American shield falling down into destroying this stuff? What context is this?
Well, I get why you're probably putting it on it because
Yeah.
this is after Endgame and all that, but
Right.
I would like to at least something that, hey, I don't know. It just kind of, I guess I'm asking for more than what really needs to be there because it probably had nothing to do with the movie. So,
Well,
but you know,
Yeah, it seemed a little like weird for that to be up there, but I mean, I understand why it was there for sure, you know.
I did.
oh, did you catch the
You didn't?
silhouettes?
I didn't understand why the shield was there.
Because
Oh my
Captain
God,
America.
do you watch Marvel, man?
I do watch Marvel.
Jesus, hold on. Yes, it's there because it's a tribute to Captain America. He's the one that
know.
helped save them in Endgame. That's why they're doing it.
Okay.
That's why they're putting it on there. What better symbol to put the shield with
Yeah,
than the Statue of Liberty that welcomes people to America?
Oh yeah. Okay. I get that part now. Yeah. Okay. I understand that, but I just thought it was a little too much symbolism. There's a lot of symbolism. And I'm like, come on, man. We know Captain America. We don't. Yeah. All right. I get it now.
Did you catch the silhouettes of when the multiverse was coming in and he was trying to prevent it? Did you see Rhino
Yeah.
in one of those? Yeah.
Yep.
I caught Rhino. I don't know. I didn't catch any other ones.
It was so quick.
'cause
You had to really.
It was so quick.
I'm sure we're all
tried
going to
to
watch it back. We'll all watch it back.
Supposedly, there's a deleted scene with Tony Stark's daughter that got cut from the movie.
Well, that was the thing. Like, I mean, I was kind of hoping that Tony Stark would come through. You know?
From like another multiverse,
Yeah,
another universe.
exactly. I was kind of hoping for that. I was kind of hoping that they tied it to maybe End of the Spider-Verse.
I'm happy. Well, they did tie it with what Jamie Foxx said, with what Electro said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought you were black. I thought you'd be
Yeah.
black. Why are there no black? Are there any black Spider-Mans? Like, oh.
Yeah.
Jamie
I
Foxx
was
did a
cracking
good
up.
job in this movie. I liked his writing and acting better in this one than Amazing Spider-Man 2. He did a good job.
Yeah. That is true.
Now that, the acting was much better in this one.
Well, I can't give it my top billing movie this year for my top 10. It's definitely my top 5, but nothing's gonna beat Dune for me. Sorry, I don't care what Marvel movie it is.
That's fine.
Nosy
Yes,
can
you-
agree with me. Nosy will agree with me on this.
Are you sure he would?
I think he will.
That's a bold statement there.
No, I think he will. I think he'll agree with me wholeheartedly.
Nosy, please let us know and show feedback if you do or don't agree.
There you go.
Yes, exactly. And if you don't agree, we will poke fun at Gator just because, you know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna poke fun at Gator either way, but I mean, yeah, it's gonna be. It's a top 2, 3 for me, but it's my top one.
All I can say is sorry. It's not Destiny.
It's not Dune. You mean?
It's got a warlock in it.
It does.
Yeah, that should count for something. That should count for something.
I don't know. My wife is just, she's made quite an impression on me as far as grading movies because she's very critical of movies. I mean, she's very critical. And if
What
it
did
doesn't
she think of it?
She didn't know what the hell was going on because she never watched really a lot. She probably watched the Spider-Man long ago, but
she watched the one before.
she watched, she watched Into the Spider-Verse and loved it, but she really was just dazzled with the animation and all the effects.
I can see that.
I don't think she really knows much of what's going on with Marvel. And that's probably why I lack behind you guys a little bit in Marvel, because I get a little hesitancy there. Whenever a Marvel movie comes out, I have to really bargain to go watch it. If I don't want to go watch it myself, which I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy in the theater by myself. Yeah. I can't do that. And usually my daughter bails me out because she came to me and said, "Hey, my boyfriend and I want to see Spider-Man, No Way Home, and can you go watch it with us?" And then I said, "Well, hold on, let me make sure Mom might want to go see us. I want to include her." And she goes, "Oh yeah, I saw Into the Spider-Verse. I want to see it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So
yeah, I thought she had seen the one before. I thought she had seen
Marvel does not impress
her.
Marvel does not impress her. It has to have a really good story and has to be more dark and more. I don't know. It's just not her.
It has to be more grounded.
Yeah, it has to be more real life. And you got to remember, she's a book reader. She reads a lot of novels and stuff, and she reads a lot of crime dramas and stuff like that. So that's her wheelhouse.
Yeah, she's more into realistic.
Yeah.
Hey, did they preview the movie Ambulance before yours?
Yes. That looked good. Okay.
That's something I could see your wife watching.
Yeah,
maybe.
But as soon as she saw it was a Bay movie, she's like, I don't think so. She took her mask off and said, "No, we're not seeing that." I'm like, "What?"
Well,
it looked pretty good.
Well, my wife looked at me after the Ambulance trailer and she went,
Michael Bay.
They just showed you the whole damn movie.
Yeah, Michael Bay. She sees Michael Bay and she's like, "Nope."
Well, it's not Michael Bay. The fact was me after that, long as that trailer was, I'm like, you've seen the whole damn movie.
Yeah. It's usually a mark of a bad movie, and I'll probably still see it, but
I'll watch it, but it won't be in the theater.
It won't be in the theater. It'll be probably on HBO afterwards or something. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Gator, thanks for stopping in, man. We appreciate you. I know you wanted to talk to us about Spider-Man. Is any parting thoughts? Anything you want to say before we move on?
Did you like how they referenced Nick Fury in the interrogation room? When Nick Fury was there, go get him. He's been off world for a year. What?
Yeah.
I was like, well, there you go, keeping him relevant in the Marvel universe of, hey, he can show back up.
I love how they rotate in the characters just to let you know they're still alive. There might be something in the future for him.
And then May and MJ walking by. Don't say nothing without a lawyer at the same
Exactly. Yeah. Wow.
But
nice.
No, I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was well worth the wait. So I just wish I kind of wish the movie had come out before some of these Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, because they kind of feed into each other a little bit.
Every coming out.
Is it me or is everything feeding into the damn where he snapped the fingers and half the population disappeared? Infinite
Thanos.
Yeah, Thanos and the.
Endgame or
no, Endgame.
Infinity War.
No, Endgame.
It's about when they brought everybody back.
It seems like everything, even on that last.
Well, it has to.
Even that
has to feed into that.
Yeah. So
how do you? What?
It has to feed in that.
I want to know though. What's your issue with that?
No, I'm not saying I don't like it. I says I like how they're incorporating everything into Endgame.
Well, yeah,
and maybe and things are kind of out of phase a little bit. You can tell some stuff probably could have come out earlier, like Gator said. But like even the Venom scene at the end where the bartender's like, "Dude, I lost half my family for 5 years." He goes, "Oh yeah, 5 years. That's a long time." So it's like we're always referring back to that snap of the
Well, yeah,
or you take WandaVision where
same thing.
Rambo got snapped back in, and let's see, how many episodes in the Hawkeye are you?
I'm on 5. I still got to watch 5 and 6. Those are the last 2, right?
God, when did that happen, Hazel? I don't remember which episode that was in.
Are you?
I don't think he's gotten to it yet.
I'm on Ronin. I'm on Ronin episode, which is episode 5, and then this is Christmas, which is episode 6. I still gotta watch. Yeah, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
No, then no. He ain't got to it yet. He ain't got to it.
I'm trying to think. What are you talking about exactly? Are you talking about the reveal, or are you talking about
the snap?
The snap. Oh well, I mean.
He's talking about everything being brought.
Everything is reference. It's like that's the reference point for a lot of our Marvel movies now today. Is that initial snap where everyone
they reference the snap at one episode in Hawkeye. I'm just
you've seen it. Okay, he's already seen that.
I have.
Was.
Oh, you saw Yelena get snapped back in.
I remember that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know. I couldn't remember which episode that was.
I've watched 4 of the 6. I haven't watched 5 and 6 yet. So
that was cool to watch her get snapped and her be like, "I was gone for 5 seconds."
I have to watch Wheel of Time first tonight, and then I'll watch the Hawkeye ones. And then 29th, baby, 29th, Boba Fett.
Oh, fucking
dude!
Boba Fett.
I'm a hardcore.
Boba Fett hasn't been relevant in how long?
Doesn't matter.
Is the guy eaten by the monster?
Doesn't matter. This is what Destiny needs to do. We need to have a story about Ikora's early days. We need to have a story about Cade's early days. This isn't
about Boba Fett's early days.
Will you quit bringing everything back to Destiny?
Yeah,
Marvel
exactly.
has nothing to do with Destiny. Just because we got a warlock, somewhat of a warlock in there, does not mean we need to bring it back to Ikora.
Hey, man. Sorry, it's not Destiny. What can I say?
Oh, God,
all right,
man. You need a life.
I love Destiny, man. What can I tell you? I'm the perfect host for this show.
What are you saying?
No, I'm saying I'm hardcore, dude. I'm hardcore. I mean, everyone's playing other games. I'm still playing Destiny, even when the slow times. I'm like Kingsley. Well, even during slow times. No, I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying Kingsley mentions, during the times when everyone was jumping to other games, I was still playing Destiny too. So,
hey, I jumped in every reset to see what was going on. If something intrigued me, I'd play. If not, I went on to what I was playing.
I'm not pooping on you guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Destiny, I've got a build video I need to shoot y'all.
Okay.
Especially if you're a warlock, you'll love it.
Okay, I want to see it.
Stasis. It's a stasis build.
Oh, for God's
But you got to farm IS Lunas in the dungeon. I've got me 3 IS Lunas from last night. One with Headstone Unrelenting, one with Headstone Rangefinder, and one with Outlaw Kill Clip. The Headstone Unrelenting is a kick-ass stasis build, and I'm playing Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a kill, it spawns a crystal. If you run, there's 4 aspects you run, the things at the bottom, run 4 of those with it. You get a kill. When you blow up that crystal, it's like Dragonfly times 4.
Well,
it will destroy.
I have one.
Yeah. I went to the beginning of the dungeon to get my catalyst done tonight for my rocket launcher for Galahorn, and I was running my IS Luna to see how it worked. I was spawning diamond lances so fast that I had a message on my screen of a diamond lance cooldown because they were spawning too fast that the game couldn't keep up with it. And I was wearing, what is it? It's the chest piece that gives your abilities the Inmost Light chest.
Heart of Inmost Light? Yeah.
Yeah. And that was just proccing the whole time. I mean, my grenade and stuff were just coming back like crazy.
Wow.
You can throw a glacier grenade down and start shooting it, and it's just,
wow.
It's fun.
Nice.
I'll find the video.
Nice.
Shoot it to y'all. I've used Verity's brow on a warlock, excuse me.
Yep.
It really works well.
Energy weapon kills, yeah.
It's the damn ice show.
Oh, why don't make fun of his builds? Hazel, come on, man.
Yeah.
Hazel ain't making fun of my build.
I'm not making fun of it. Yeah, exactly. I'd be using it now.
I'll find the video and shoot it.
All right, man. Definitely send it in a check or put it in the Destiny channel or the check us out channel. Yeah, I want to see it. Thanks, man.
We have the Build a Guardian channel too.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yep. I forgot about that.
That's where I would recommend putting it.
That's where you put it.
Gator just throws shit wherever because
I'd let Hazel clean it up. I throw this shit out everywhere. Yeah, I just play Destiny and yeah.
I'll tag you. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm sure you will.
I'm
sure you will.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate it, man. Appreciate you jumping in tonight. And
yeah.
All right. Well, that's our review or semi-review of Spider-Man No Way Home. So,
but hey, what do you really give it though? So,
I give it a B plus. I'm sorry, I'm not going to give it an A plus. It's a solid Marvel movie, but if it's not Doctor Strange, it's probably never going to get an A from me. So,
What?
Yeah.
What is your man crush?
I don't know. I like Cumberbatch, man. I love that guy.
You're a Cumberbitch. That's what his fans are.
No, I'm not that. No, I'm not that.
Yeah.
No. I'm a warlock. I'm a warlock that plays Destiny.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. That's what I would give it.
That's
I'd
solid.
Give it an A.
That's
I
solid.
give it an
8 out of 10 is 80%, by the way. That's a B.
A. I think I can't give it an A plus.
A 90 would be an A
plus because the trailer ruined some like key moments for me, and it's like, but the problem is a trailer comes out, I want to watch it.
It got a B plus for me because of Tobey Maguire was in it. So, yeah.
Because you don't like Tobey?
I love Tobey Maguire. That's why I got a B plus instead of just a B.
So if Tobey wasn't in it, what would you have given it?
8 of 10, like you, an 80. That's a B. That's a solid B.
Give it.
Wait a minute. What? What am I missing here?
8 out of 10 is
a college scale now.
8 out of 10 is an 80%. That's a solid B.
I
gave it an 85.
I gave it an 8, then it's a 9.
I gave it an 8.5.
That grade.
I gave it an 8.5, which makes it an 85%, which is B plus because Tobey Maguire was in it.
Toby only got a 5% bump.
Well, I mean, over the 8. I'm already giving it 8.
Are you grading on a curve?
Oh, God damn it.
What?
A bell curve? What
are you talking about?
A 0.5?
Do you still have some
No,
work?
I gave him a point. I gave the whole film a 0.5% because Tobey Maguire was in it. That's a compliment, dude.
Oh, is that really?
Yes.
I don't know.
Why are you doing this to me tonight?
William Dafoe was in it, and you're going to give it an 85?
I did. I gave an 85 out of 100. That's not bad. That's a very good score. I don't ever get.
Where's my soundboard? I need that amateur shit.
I hardly ever give anything a 9. I don't give many.
Trying to be nice.
I don't give anything a 9.
Oh yeah.
I gave so much hell last week. I was like, I'm gonna come in here and review this. I'll be nice. Damn it, Gator! Why you gotta be like that?
What?
Why
I'm
you
just
saying
saying.
that at me?
I'm just saying.
Great roasted pops.
No, not this week. 85% is a solid score.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Dez has seen it, so we'll let him chime in.
I don't need him tagging. I don't need him tagging in too.
Dez, please tag in.
No.
Yes.
No,
yes.
it's fine.
We need your help.
Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Nothing to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. 5% just because Tobey Maguire is in it.
Yes.
I don't
lose 5% because Andrew Garfield was in it. Is that what it was?
That's my cue that we're moving on. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to our community questions tonight, we haven't done this in probably a month or so, a couple months now, and we wanted to, since this is a Destiny podcast, we wanted to mention a gun of the month that maybe each of us are using and enjoying right now in Destiny. And you want to go first, Hazel? Or you want me to?
Yeah, I can go first.
Okay, go for it. What gun are you going to talk about tonight?
Okay. Mine is a gun that absolutely surprised me, and I can't take it off to save my life.
What's that?
It is the Extraordinary Rendition.
Oh, I saw you using that the other night when you're 1v1ing no one respawns.
Yeah. This is a kinetic submachine gun, and it's an aggressive frame, so it's high damage, high recoil.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've narrowed it down now to where I only have one of these. So it's taken me a little bit of time to, pick my favorite one. But yeah, so my role that I have on it is Subsistence Rampage.
Oh, great roll. On a submachine gun, Subsistence is a really good roll on a submachine gun.
But then you pair it with Rampage, and then it just keeps going.
Just chew PvE, especially. You just chew through stuff.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I've been using that in the dungeon. I've been using it pretty much wherever I go. I don't take that off unless I have to for champions or something along those lines.
And what season did this come from? This came from the Cadle, right? Season with Cadle?
Idle? Yeah.
Cadle, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What was that? Season of the Worthy?
I think you can still get it, though, from...
oh, yes.
From the
you
Umbral
can definitely
Engram.
still get it.
Yeah.
From the Umbral Engrams and that kind of thing. And then, yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, check this out. I mean, if you haven't messed around with SMGs lately, they feel really, really good.
They do.
I just can't get over it. I mean, these things are, I mean, some of them have longer ranges too. Like I have a Shira's Wrath, and this thing I hit stuff that I should not be hitting. So yeah, it's definitely a good time to be an SMG user and start dabbling in there. So
yeah, we don't have a ton of kinetic submachine guns out there. Multi-Mach comes to mind, maybe a couple more, but yeah, that's a solid gun, and I love the sight on it. It's got the projection sight.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just looking here to see. I mean, I've got a couple multi-mocks, mainly just because I don't know what's good when it comes to those. Oh, I think I have, what's that one? Escape Velocity? Friction Fire. That's it. I have one of those too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was from, what was that? Season of the Hunt.
Yeah, I've got one with Subsistence and, where is it? I'm trying to find it real quick. What does yours have on it?
Corkscrew Rifling, Tac Mag, Subsistence, and Rampage.
I tell you, I was using it in Crucible the other night, and I think it's a 600. It's not a super fast firing one, but it is solid, man. It's right there with Shira's Wrath. I think it was reaching pretty good distance with it. I used it in Scrims one night, and it was doing really well. I was very surprised by it.
Yeah, it is. It's the same archetype as
600
Shira's.
Precision. Yep. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so... Do you have any extraordinary renditions, or is your
I think I have one as well, because I had to start thinning my thinning out my weapons because my vault's almost always at 499 of 500. I have one with Rampage Zen Moment, appended mag, and extended barrel. Pretty much 100 recoil direction on mine. It's got a stability masterwork on it. Just the stability is probably one of the things that hurts it, but it doesn't matter because the recoil is 100%. It's right at 100 now. So, and I think I've got let me look here. I've got actually, I don't even have a mod on it, and it's 100%. It's 100 recoil direction. So man, yeah, that's a solid. That's a 600 too, isn't it? No, it's a 750. It's a little bit faster.
It's a 750.
It's an aggressive. Yeah.
Right.
Dude, I've used it before. It's really good. And I tell you what reminds me of that is the Huckleberry. Huckleberry's a little more wild, but you can get 100 recoil direction on that as well. And I have the catalyst for that. That's another good, if you want to use an exotic version of your extraordinary rendition, is the Huckleberry. It's a very similar weapon. But yeah, those are solid. It's a solid gun, man.
Yeah, I don't think I really need to use the Huckleberry when I have that. So, I mean, that's just
why waste the slot?
One of those things. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go ahead and,
I tell you what, though, if you're playing Gambit and you're trying to mow through ads, Huckleberry's my go-to because I never have to reload. I just mow through stuff.
Yeah, but I don't have that problem because I don't play Gambit.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Anything else on that one? Do you want anything?
No, just my little PSA to go out and experiment with SMGs. If you haven't messed with them, they are definitely something fun to use these days.
Nice. Okay. This is a rifle I've been using in Crucible a lot, and mainly because it is. I don't know if you guys watch True Vanguard. He streams a lot on YouTube now, and he plays a lot of Crucible. And this is a go-to rifle for him in the energy slot, and it's the third Axiom. I get a lot of Hopscotch Pilgrim vibes. It has the same style body. It is a 390, which isn't the best pulse rifle right now in the game, but the stats on this gun are so loaded that you don't really need a great roll, and it still will work very well for you. Impact 29, these are all the base stats. 54 range, which is very good. 60 stability, 52 handling, 51 reload speed, 66 aim assistance. That is a base stat. That's very good. The zoom's average, but it has a really nice open sight on it. Like I said, it reminds me of the Hopscotch Pilgrim. And the roll that I have on mine, looking at it right now, is I have elemental capacitor. And because I'm a Void Walker, Warlock, my recoil direction is straight up, 100%. And the stability is 68 on this gun. And that is with a counterbalance stock mod on it, but I don't even think I need it on there. But the main thing about the elemental capacitor is I don't have it on my... the stability goes up like 18 more than 68. So it's like in the 80s on stability. It is a dart. I mean, it is a ray gun. The one I have is Genesis, which really doesn't do me any good in Crucible, but the elemental capacitor combined with high caliber rounds, and it does have arrowhead brake, which again gives me, I believe, 18 to stability. No, recoil direction of 26, and it gives me a little bit of handling too. So it's a very good pulse rifle, and I have the stability masterwork for this one as well. And range-wise, it's outdoing hand cannons. It's a great rifle to combat hand cannons, because it's right outside hand cannon range, so you're able to counter a lot of your hand cannons, which I'm not a hand cannon user, so I have to have something that can battle against them. The only thing I don't like about Third Axiom, and this goes back to my Vex Mythoclast argument, is it's a totally random drop. There's really no way to farm it other than to run a crap ton of strikes. And I am not known to be one for running strikes, so I have run a handful of strikes, maybe 20 strikes, and I've got 3 of these. One of them I bought from Zur. So I've only gotten 2 of these guns in all the strikes I've done over the Beyond Light season. So if you like doing strikes and this drops, do not delete it. Do not delete this weapon. Throw it in a Crucible and have some fun with it. Even in, it is an arc-based energy weapon, energy pulse rifle. So even against a lot of your arc-based witches in PvE, works really good against those. Really good for that. So hang on to this gun. Don't discard it. I'm a pulse rifle user, so I've been pairing this with sidearms, and it works really good right now in the Crucible. It's not probably a top tier competitive weapon in Crucible, but it's very much a 6s weapon. It's very good to use when you're in 6s. In full competitive 3v3s, it's not quite as good. It just doesn't have the time to kill. But yeah, I mean, it has a base range of 35 meters. I mean, you can't beat that. So I'm sure there's pulse rifles out there that are better, but for me, I'm all about feel. I'm all about feel when it comes to weapons playing Destiny, and this gun just feels like it was made for me. So yeah, that's
I have
fun.
one, and I've never used it. I just got one. I liked the roll, so I went ahead and just threw it in my vault, and I was like, I'll test it out one day. But yeah, it's corkscrew rifling, high cal, killing wind, and rampage.
That's not a bad roll. Like I said, it has such high base stats. It's such a stable weapon to begin with. I mean, I have one with that I got from Zur, which is unrelenting surplus ricochet rounds and extended barrel. And it's not as good as stats, but it still has a recoil direction of 99 with a counterbalance mod on it. So you can get pretty good recoil direction on this gun, so you can be very accurate with it. I do have one other roll that is a unrelenting rangefinder, ricochet rounds, polygonal rifling I use on it, and it's decent as well. But with a counterbalance mod, it actually kicks a little bit to the left. So this is probably not one of my most used. That if you get one with elemental capacitor and you like using a void subclass or a stasis subclass, which will give you like a better strafe speed while aiming and helps with actual recoil, actual kick of the gun, that'll work really well too if you like to use stasis. So it's been on my list for a long time. So that would be my weapon of the month for December. We'll try to incorporate more weapons in the future episodes, but anything else, Hazel, as far as weapons?
No, not that I'm aware of. So
all right, let's jump on those community questions. We'll be right back.
Hey Guardians, would you like to send us a question for the show? Well, there's 4 ways to do it.
Number 1, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, by the way, and you can just lurk or hang out or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also tweet out almost every week about our upcoming show, guest, and you can respond there with your questions at guardian_d_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast. Remember, that's all one word. And we'll play it on the show for you guys.
Speakpipe is honestly my favorite thing. But anyway, thank you for all you guys do, and toddles.
And later, Guardian. All right, boys and girls, it's that time of the week. This is where we answer our questions from our community. And we have several speak pipes tonight. And we're going to start out with one from Miner. And we're going to listen to it right now.
Hey, guys, this is Miner. Just wanted to wish you all happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and a Festivus for the rest of us. Peace.
Thanks, Miner. We hope you have a great holiday too, man. Yeah. Thank you for sending
that was awesome.
That was. Yeah, it's nice to hear from our community.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm excited to meet up with the fam tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait. So thank you, Miner. Back at you, buddy.
Yes.
All right, we have one here from Carpo Leader. Let's see what he has to say.
Merry Christmas, Guardians.
Merry Christmas from Carpo Leader and his daughter. We just got done shopping at Build-A-Bear at the mall, and we are tired and ready to go see Spiderman. Hope you guys have a good show tonight.
That was awesome.
Oh,
I didn't know he had a daughter. Nice. That's awesome, Carpo Leader.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
He's been really active in our community, man. Anytime I'm streaming anything, he's jumping right in to say hi.
Yep.
And,
Same.
I actually streamed the Scrims last night, and he was talking in chat, but I was so flummoxed from getting my ass kicked last night that I didn't even look at chat. I apologize, Carpo Leader. I think Grugrux jumped in to say hi, and some others stopped in as well. I apologize. I was not looking at chat last night, but yeah, happy holidays to you. I hope you enjoy Spider-Man. I know we did.
Yeah.
Be a nice way to end the night, man. What a nice day!
Gatr. Yeah.
What a night! No, I gave it a solid B+, man. Yeah, that's awesome, man. It brings me back memories of when I used to. My daughter would go shopping with me it was one of my traditions when she was younger, when she didn't have boyfriends and live on her own. We would go to the mall, and she had a list of everything that my wife wanted because I never know what to get her. And we would go to each store and get everything, and she'd tell me exactly what to get for her. And we would always end up at Bath and Body Works, and I'd always buy her some lotions and some whatever body wash or whatever she liked. Just whatever she wanted, I'd just let her go ahead and get it. And I kind of miss that. So I hope you had a good day today, Carpo Leader. I hope you had a nice shopping day at Build-A-Bear and then ended up with a movie. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. How can you not have a good day with that? So
that sounds like a great day to me.
Yep.
Enjoy those days, man. And speaking of daughters, we have one from someone else's daughter. Let's see what she has to say. We'll play it right now.
Gator, don't be snappy.
You're silly, but I love you.
Yeah, okay.
What? I was expecting a Merry Christmas or something. Don't be snappy. What is that supposed to mean? Gators don't snap. No, I guess they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I guess they do. Good on you, Addie. I'll try not to be snappy to your dad here. I'll be on my best behavior tonight just for you.
Lies.
I won't. No, I'm sorry. I'll probably break that promise.
I probably deserve it. So.
Wait till your name tomorrow. Oh man, I cannot wait to type it in. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We love Speakpipes. We love it when you guys want to talk to us, and we love to hear your beautiful voice. So don't hesitate. Speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, all one word. It's so simple. Hit the record button, whether you're using your phone or on a mic at home or whatever, headset. leave us a message and hit stop and just type your name in the title and we'll know who it's from, and boom, it'll come right to us. And we post everything that people send to us. So, I mean, as long as it's, tasteful, but, thank you very much, guys. That was really nice. Well, Hazel, we got a bunch of podcast questions in our Discord as usual. So let's dive into those. Oh boy. Man. Yeah. You want to sift through them there and see what we can find?
Yeah. Let me get to a safe place here and I can stop grinding my catalyst. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Hey, I already finished my Leviathan's Breath catalyst during this.
Oh my God. So production.
Now I'm on my Acreus because
yeah,
why
that's
not?
Right. That's always a fun shotgun to use. I miss that shotgun. Not. It's fun, man. Just the sound.
Is ass.
Yeah, but the sound of it, it's so cool, man.
I appreciate the fact that you're like, it's so much fun, and then I'm like, it's ass, and you're like, well, yeah, but
the damage drop off is like abrupt. I mean, you'll be shooting air. It's pretty bad.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yeah. All right, let's see what we got here tonight. Let's see here.
Okay, some of these are like low hanging fruit and pretty easy.
They are.
So I'm gonna go with this one first. Sneaky Christmas Snack asks, who's better at PvP? Gator, what's your answer?
I guess Respawn.
Yeah, that was my answer.
That was your answer. I stole your answer. Yep. Oh shit. Yep. We're on the same wavelength.
Oh God, that's scary.
I probably have more experience playing PvP. Hazel,
yes, you do.
I don't like to say that Hazel's worse at PvP, but he just doesn't have the reps in. And that's why I tell people, you just got to get the reps in, man.
Yep, exactly.
It's muscle memory.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm trying to do that. I'm still watching videos at work. Trying to, get it all figured out and all that good stuff. So
yeah.
And now it's just putting in the time, and I just don't like sixes.
But I love that you love scrims, man. I'm so happy you're jumping on the scrims bandwagon because it really is the way you can get better really quick because you're in a safe place. You can try new stuff and you can play it back and see what wasn't working and what was working. And that's all about getting better, man. That's just years of me doing that. And I mean, for an old fart, I think I'm decent at PvP. I'm certainly as hell not a top tier player. But I like to think I'm a chess player when it comes to PvP. I like to think of it that way anyway. It keeps it entertaining for me. So yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And you're a chess player too, so. It'll sink. It'll sink in once you get enough reps.
Mm-hmm. Yep. FYI, Acreus Catalyst is done.
Nice. Good job. Yeah. Cross it off the list, man. Make sure you check it in the Triumphs box.
Already done. I'm not one of those people that's like doesn't check their shit.
No,
that drives me fucking absurd.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, my ADD will not allow me to pass it up. I have to check the box.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I've got one from Chubby Wizard 2.0. Question for the show. Do you guys chase titles in Destiny? I had a Deadeye done and I didn't even realize it. Thanks, love the show. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Thank you, Chubby Wizard. We hope you and your great family have a great Christmas, man. We really do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you had 5 days off last week with COVID, I think.
Wow, that's right. That's right. Him and his son.
Yep, exactly. So here's hoping you guys are okay and you guys can smell and taste stuff again.
Yeah, especially those cookies, man. You gotta make those cookies. And Destiny and in real life.
Oh God. Just say no to cookies.
No. They're fun to do. It's something to keep your mind busy. Titles in Destiny. I have a handful of them done. I used to do the seasonal titles all the time. I think I have most of the seasonal titles. I've lagged behind in the last 2 seasons. I have Deadeye. I just finished Deadeye. I think I had to get trace rifle kills in the Crucible, and that was painful. What else? The one I'm most proud of is Wayfarer because it was not one. It was a grindy title, and it's what they call a legacy title. You can't get it anymore, so I wear it on my Warlock proudly. Usually, is my Wayfarer title. And my buddy Ron, All Thumbs, also has it. I remember when he got it too. And you had to wait for stuff to drop. I mean, it really took a lot of time in this title. So that's the one I'm most proud of. I've almost got Unbroken. I've got to reach Legend a few more times in PvP, in comp. I'm working on it. I'm on Mythic 3 now on my my 30-day experiment in the Glory playlist. I think day 21 will be, I think I'm doing it tomorrow, Christmas Eve. So we'll see how that goes. What about you? What about you with titles, man?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. My first one that I ever got was, I want to say Almighty.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was Wayfarer.
Well, anytime you talk titles, I mean, you're talking Lana. She's a major completionist, right? Isn't that right?
Oh, God.
Isn't that right, Lana?
I'm not actually that Canadian.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, she has all of them. I mean, she is always running the raids, trying to complete challenges,
special stuff. Yeah,
exactly. She's the queen of triumphs in my book.
Yeah, my favorite, or my two that I'm most proud of is one of them is Cursebreaker for the Dreaming City.
I don't have that one yet, and that's a tough one too.
Yeah, that one is, because there's a lot of RNG, because you have to do the destination for that, which is you have to get the ship, the Sparrow, and the Ghost Shell from the Dreaming City stuff. So, and those only drop from the Shattered Throne, I believe, or they drop from like different areas, I think. So yeah, I'm really proud of that one. And then the other one that I like is my last one that I have here. It's the one from Beyond Light, Splintered.
Oh,
because it was such a pain in the ass to do the Fallen Brig Brigade.
Yeah, I've got that one.
So, defeat 50 of the Fallen Brigs. And I'm like, that was the last thing that I had to do. And I just dedicated a couple nights, and I'm just like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And I just LFG'd it, and like 3 people ended up getting it. So it was great.
Back then, too, those Brigs were meaty. I mean, we're a little higher light now, but they're still pretty meaty to kill. Those Brigs.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty much, man.
Good deal. All right, let's keep rolling here. Let's grab another one here. I'm trying to spread the wealth here. I'm trying to make sure we get everyone represented.
Yeah. Question from Hades.
Okay.
So, other than Stasis, what subclass do you think Drifter uses?
I would probably have to go Void, because I mean, he's all with the 9, tied up with the 9, and he's kind of mysterious, I guess. I mean, I would say Void. That's my answer.
Well, originally my answer was going to be like Solar, like for Hunter.
Right.
But I was like, before I say that though, I want to just do some research and look into this.
Okay.
And I found this cool little article. The Drifter has no class. He kneels before no vanguard, owes allegiance to no traveler. He is a murderer and very good at what he does. So he basically was like, he's like a light bearer. He's not an actual, like part of the vanguard. So he's like on par with like Shax and the Warlords and the Iron Lords and things like that. Because he's old AF.
He is. He's been around a while.
Yeah. Exactly. Interesting.
I've got one here from SG Truth. This is Truth Lives. If you guys have heard his podcast, Guardian's Ghost.
Guardian Ghostcast.
Ghostcast. He just had the creator of Little Light app on his last show. Pretty cool. Question for the show. What's one thing you would want to see revamped in Witch Queen, not including subclasses? What do you think, Hazel?
See revamped.
Mm-hmm. Because they're going Void 2.0, right? So, or was it 3.0 or 2.0? I can't keep up with all the versions. guess it's
3.0 because this is 2.0 that we have now.
Gotcha. Okay.
From last, if you figure D1 as version 1.0.
Okay. Yeah. If we're counting Destiny, regular Destiny.
I hope strikes. Give me a fucking reason to do strikes.
God, yeah.
We've got all this damn loot, like Third Axiom, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
How you don't have any agency over that. Like,
No.
hey, you know, I want to get this. You know what? Put them on a rotation, like the damn Grandmasters and Nightfalls and all that. Put them on a damn rotation, and then, you know, give me like my skeleton keys from D1 that I can open up a damn chest for, and, you know. Yeah. Give me that agency. Give me that intentionality.
I miss those skeleton keys. It was always a little excitement in my tummy before I opened it, because you just never know what you're going to get. I'm gonna actually pile on to your comment and go a little bit further. I think I would like all the vendors I'm talking Shax, Zavala, Drifter. I'd like them all to do what they're doing with the with Banshee right now. Is having and Zur, where they have these regular legendary weapons that rotate, like you said. It would be nice if all the strike weapons that you maybe run a ton of strikes and just can't get one of those weapons to fall, like the Third Axiom, that maybe he would have a knockout. No, I'm not saying that word. Maybe he would have like a rotating list like they did in Destiny 1, where each vendor had their weapons you could buy, and if you got
please no.
Why do you mean why?
Please,
why?
No.
Explain why not? Why not?
No, man. Nobody has time for that anymore.
What? It gives us more to do.
Oh my God. Yes. No, it doesn't. It gives you like one more thing where you have to go to another place to check somebody out.
I'm sorry, but in Destiny 1, that was the highlight of my reset every Tuesday, was going around to see what was being offered. And even streamers did it. They'd post a video every week.
Oh, I know.
It was fun.
And that was, no, it wasn't. It was abysmal.
I don't know I don't know what the hell you're talking about, because that was the highlight of my Destiny 1, was seeing what the gunsmith had this week, you know. And they're you can see they're slowly integrating stuff with gunsmith, and Zur now
they
offers
are, but the gunsmith should have the guns, not the vendors. The vendors got their own shit. They got the armor that I don't collect every week.
Well, Zur did offer Third Axiom. I jumped at
and
that.
He also offered the Scholar this week, by the way.
Yes, he did. Thank you, RNGGator, for holding that spot. He held that instance. I'm sure he had other people that were, paying it forward. And he joined our Discord and said, "Hey, anybody want this Scholar?" I thought it was I didn't know it was a slow firing, high impact scout. Yeah. I thought it was a faster firing scout.
Nope, it's ass.
That sucks. Still got it though. Opening shot, snapshots, not bad. A bad roll. I stand by it. That's still what I would like to see. I would like to have us more ways of farming weapons. And they're going with the weapon crafting. I don't think it'll be as in depth at first as everyone thinks it might be. But I think if they expand the weapon crafting too, from just, the glaive and other weapons other than the original ones that are coming out, at the beginning, I'd like to see them expand into that as well. We'll see.
I don't know, man. I just think that, to me, I think this comes back to your whole Vex argument that, you want a good weapon and things like that. And I get it, but you know what to do to get it. You grind for it. You do strikes, you do whatever. If you don't like doing strikes, well, I'm sorry, you're not going to get the gun.
I'll say it again. Intentionality for time played. Because there's a lot of dads out there that are busy with doing adulting and only have a few. No, they only have a few hours to play. And it would be nice to know that they could go to the vendor and say, okay, what do I need to get this weapon? Okay, I need to go run 10 strikes and collect so many tokens or something. No, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees you'll get that Third Axiom in 10 strikes. No guarantees. And I've done it before. I've started farming.
Well, no, I'm saying that, Zur will sell it. The Banshee will sell it.
Yeah, those are two. Those are two vendors and two rotations. It would be nice if there had more rotations and more vendors that are offering weapons, especially for people who don't play a lot of Destiny. Let's people jump in there and grab some legendary weapons.
How many of those people even know that the Third Axiom is a good weapon? or a decent.
Doesn't matter. Maybe they just get it because it's orange. They pick it out and then they go take it in a crucible and go, holy crap, this is a great weapon.
That is not an argument whatsoever.
It's a little bit of one.
No, it's not. If they don't play that much, then they aren't going to do the research into it to go, okay, well, I want to get this weapon because this weapon is really, really good. They're going to play the game to play the game.
You're assuming too much.
Man's in the head. I am, or you are.
You're assuming too much. Some people do watch videos to see what's nice, to save time from having to grind too much.
But you're saying that you're saying that these people are like who don't play a lot of time are going to watch videos outside of the game?
Sure. There's people who don't play a lot of Destiny that keep up with videos in the game. What do you think keeps people jumping into play? They see they see cool guys saying that this weapon's really good right now. Go pick one up.
Yeah. Yeah, but those are people that play the game still. They're not like they don't play the game for like an hour or two a month, and then they're like, "Oh, you know what? I saw this in a video. Let me go check it out."
All right, now I hate to break this to you, but there's people out there that don't play as crazily as we do every day. There's people who play twice a week.
I'm aware. When I was like, being promiscuous and playing other stuff, I was not really like paying attention to the videos, and because I would just log in, check what's at the store, and then see what I can get for my bright dust. And then I would just go ahead and move on to, whatever the story mission was. And then I was out.
Yeah.
And I didn't give a shit about what role there was and things like this.
Well, that's you. I mean, some people there's all kinds of players out there.
But what I'm saying though, is that when I was playing more casually, I didn't care about what weapons were out there. And I think that's kind of the casual mentality is, you know what? I'm just going to log in. I've got my guns. I know what I like. And then I'm going to use those.
Well, I agree. You're one of those players, but there's some players out there and this is a looter game. It's a looter shooter. So give us options. Just give us options. That's all we're asking. You don't have to go to that vendor.
No, that's what you're asking for.
I'm thinking about the players who are just jumping in because I've got a little experience here. No, I've got a little experience here because I jumped in and started that new character that hadn't played since year 1 of Destiny 2. And I had to start all over with legendary shards and stuff. But other than one, not knowing where the hell to go to start ranking up and getting some power grind, it's not real laid out, by the way. I still am tempted to do a video about this because nobody will do a damn video about it. About how to power climb if you're just joining and playing. I'm sure there's some out there, but I don't know. I've thought about doing a video about exactly the first thing to do when you start a character and you're starting to play Destiny 2. I mean,
it's going to change in February anyway.
We'll see. But I'm just thinking about the person who's just joining Destiny, just deciding to play this game, and they happen upon our podcast here. Like we talked about weapon mods and, the people were asking, what are these mods? I don't even know what to do with these mods. There's a lot of people out there you're assuming already know this stuff and probably don't. They may just grab a gun and not even put a mod on it and start shooting stuff.
But there's a difference between putting a mod on a weapon and then watching a video from like a casually, and
they're out there.
But man, come on now. That portion is smaller than the portion that raids.
I don't know. Cool Guy gets a lot of views on those videos.
Yeah, by people that play the game.
Well, that's true too, but we don't know the demographics, so we can't comment either way. But I'm just saying.
You are so full of bullshit.
I'm
man.
I'm not
you are throwing shit at
I'm not
wall,
giving up. I'm not
sticks.
giving up. I'm dying on this hill.
Yeah, you know what? You are going to get roasted, Bob.
I don't care.
On there.
I don't care.
You know what, man?
I don't know.
Because I want to know. I mean, how many YouTube videos does our community watch? Put it in the show segment feedback. I mean, and how much you play. So if you could answer those two things for me,
yeah, I
think that would shed a little bit of light. Now, obviously, you're listening to a Destiny podcast, so congratulations, you're already in the minority because you're already entrenched in this.
That's true. I'm dying.
I mean, some people still are a little more casual about it. Bit Dead. I mean,
Yeah.
he's more casual. He doesn't even play anymore.
Yep.
He just listens to us because
Right.
we say fuck and are moderately funny. But I mean, I think Uncle Scumdeath, I think he's more casual. I mean, I'd be curious to see how many like YouTube videos he listens or how many he watches.
Well, I mean, I think there's a contingent of players out there. Like, for instance, I'm thinking about buying Returnal because it reminds me of the old video games that I played. Now, hold on, don't laugh, because it's full price. I thought it'd be on sale for Christmas, and they're like, PlayStation's like, nope. This is one
PlayStation.
This is one of our games. No,
PlayStation is like, no,
we ain't putting this on sale. I said, come on, they're having this big winter sale.
On sale.
I'm looking through the winter sale, and the Returnal's not on there. I'm like, come on, man, $10 off something. By the way, all of the DLC for Destiny, Beyond Light,
on sale for 50% off.
It's like half off. They're slashing all of it. We got a long way to go, folks. You got 2 months before Witch Queen, so you can get a lot of use out of this. If you haven't jumped on the Beyond Light wagon and you've been thinking about it, but you're like, I don't want to pay full price. It's half price now. So jump in there. At least on PlayStation. I can't speak for Steam. I'm sure they have something going on, or Xbox, but on PlayStation, they are slashing all the Destiny DLC right now. So it's a good time if you've been playing a little bit here and there. And this is the contingent I'm talking about. I mean, Returnal, I'm thinking about playing Returnal. So what am I doing? I'm watching a few videos on some strategies and stuff and playing Returnal. It doesn't mean I'm playing the game, but I'm thinking about it. And I'm getting a little research on how people are actually enjoying it and stuff. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
You're reaching.
I may be, but you know what? I'm just thinking about all players in Destiny, and I like to think that we like to include everybody. That's even.
Well, of course.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's I don't know. I think Bungie needs to somehow make the new user experience better because it's not there yet. It's not there.
Hi, Bungie. Are you listening?
So.
Oh God, man, put down the board.
All right. Did you ask that one or did I ask it? Whose turn is it?
I believe you did. I think.
Okay. Let's grab another one.
Okay. Sharp Valor.
Okay.
My sniper dueling buddy, which is so much fun to do.
I love that guy.
Yeah. It's so much fun to duel somebody on sniping. It's like they're either going to get you or you're going to get them. Question for the show. Did you ever want to have a dangerous or exotic pet?
Ooh, dangerous or exotic pet. I've had, my brother had a ball python one time, and I remember we had to feed it mice. It was the grossest thing, man. I've always wanted, reptiles and stuff. I mean, I caught snakes when I was a kid. I used to sell them to the flea markets and pet stores. My brother and I were crazy. We would jump in our ponds that we lived on in property, and we'd just chase water snakes and grab them and throw them in 10-gallon fish tanks when we were kids. No fear. We're a little brain damaged back then. Exotic pets other than that. I mean, who wouldn't want a little alligator? Problem is, once it got beyond 3 feet length, then you have to let it go. Exotic pet. Definitely don't want any birds. No parrots, anything making a lot of noise. No. What about you? Exotic pets.
I can't think of any.
I think I wanted lizards and newts and stuff when I had aquariums. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I think I'm fine with just a dog. But fun fact for you is that many years ago, my uncle lived next to a guy who he boarded animals, and he had he was like a boarding area for a zoo, because I stayed over at my uncle's house once, and there was this loud roar, and apparently this guy had a lion in his basement.
What?
Yeah.
How the hell did it survive down there?
Well, no, it was just he just held it for a couple days or something like that.
Okay.
That kind of thing. And then he got it, he moved it on to somebody else. But yeah, there was, yeah. So, and I just happened to be over there when that thing was there. And I was like, okay, I'm going home. Fuck this.
That is nuts.
So,
was it a full grown one?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see it. I just heard the roar. The cops came and everything else.
Oh,
and
shit, really? Only in Ohio, folks. Only in Ohio.
I don't know. I think, don't you have Tiger King?
Yeah, we might. We're buck naked wild down here. Who knows? There's all kinds of crap down here. I can't keep track. I get one from Easy Gaming here. Question for the show. If you could bring any weapon from any game into Destiny, what would it be? Any weapon from any game. I got an idea.
Boy.
Curious what you got.
Oh, boy. See, I mean, you can't say, like, I mean, the Halo guns, because
that was
fucking
I was
going to
say they kind of already did, didn't they?
Yeah.
This was before the 30th anniversary edition, obviously, but
I think what I would pick. Ooh, that'd be a kick-ass fucking super. I'm thinking like Kratos and his two blades that he has.
Okay.
Where basically he like throws them out and like they skewer somebody and then he like slides into them.
Oh, okay.
No, he like on chains.
Oh yeah. Like puncture and pull back through. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty badass.
Pretty badass, yeah. Mine's not as gory as that. Mine would just be the M16 because I loved playing with the M16.
What?
Yeah, the M16 in Call of Duty was my all-time.
It's already in the game.
No, it's my all-time favorite weapon. There's no M16 in Destiny.
Well, okay, it's not a 3-round burst, but
it doesn't matter. It's a pulse rifle. Yes, it is a pulse rifle.
The 7th Seraph.
Yeah, but it's not an M16. It's not a U.S. military assault rifle.
It's full auto.
You know what looks most like the M4 or the M16 was the very first weapon you got in Destiny. That's probably the closest thing. Yeah, that's probably the closest thing you're going to get, isn't it?
No, I was going to say the 7th Seraph's AR.
Yeah, it's still a bigger body. It's a little too spacey. It's not quite as the same body. It's close, but it's an auto rifle. Well, of course, M16 can be auto too. Yeah, I mean that would be.
Boom, lawyered.
Whatever. I'm talking to Laz. That's it. I would. I still stand by that. I love the M16. Had no kick. Super accurate. Yes, it was a 3-burst, and you're going up against fully automatic rifles. But if you were accurate with it, you would just knock heads with it. Love that gun. I just want that feel again. That feel of a pulse rifle. Third Axiom comes close, but it's not there yet. Okay. Let's see.
Let's see here. So. Okay. Here's one that I keep flirting with, and I'm just going to go ahead and ask it.
Oh, Lord.
So, Mr. Monkey.
Okay.
Question for the show. Probably more at Gator. I resent that remark. Now Daniel Craig is no longer 007. Who would be your dream pick? I think Idris Elba would be amazing, or Tom Hardy, your man crush.
Oh, fuck Tom Hardy. He's not. I'm
you
sorry.
Would?
No.
You would?
No.
What?
No, it's not.
You heard it here first.
No, it's not going to be a soundbite.
Exclusive.
Fuck you. I think Idris Elba would be a fantastic addition because the guy's already a badass in real life. A badass, by the way. Tom Hardy, let him stick to the military movies and stuff. I'm Idris Elba. Hell yeah, I love that guy. That guy's a badass, man.
Yep.
And it'd be good to have a little bit more of a wilder, more unrestrained James Bond, if there is such a thing. Maybe not so refined. And he is English, so yeah, there we go. Done. There, you solved the problem. Thanks, Mr. Monkey.
Yep, that's my answer too. Idris Elba for the win.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Yeah. Speaking of power climb, I got a question from Ronan Red Lion here. What's your approach to power climbing? For example, on the way up, I always keep 2 spaces open in every weapon or armor slot. So every time I get a higher powered item, I always have the space for it and can dismantle the previous high-powered item without having to bounce back and forth to the post box.
Oh, my answer is a bad answer.
To me, it's a bad answer.
Yeah, my answer is a terrible answer to this. So, my method for this is basically... So, okay, well, I'll give you two things here. So one is my thought is I have all three characters. So I have a hunter, titan, and a warlock. Mm-hmm. And what I'll do is I'll start off on, typically my warlock first, do the content first there, roll over all of my good weapons, onto my next class, which would be my hunter. And then I roll that over to my titan. And I do that for maybe like my first month or two or something like that, just so I can get my titan up as quick as possible.
You leave your titan for last, you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. That's what all the streamers say to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I did this, and I did it for Beyond Light as well. And what I found out is that takes a lot of damn time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. So I ended up just going like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just, I'm almost to like whatever the cap was when Beyond Light came out for my hunter. So I was like, you know what? I kind of like the hunter anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and main a hunter now. So yeah. And then I ended up finishing up everything on my titan. And then lastly, my warlock. And I just kind of went backwards then. So,
right.
So yeah, I just went with path of least resistance ultimately.
I'm kind of in that same vein. I mean, now that I've got a new character, I'm doing exactly that right now. I will say this. If you really want to get hardcore about ranking up, I hear that playing comp, because it's not light enabled or powered, that you get the biggest drops of higher light weapons at the end of the game. And I need to try this with my new character, because I haven't done it yet. I've been kind of steering clear of Crucible because I got shit armor right now, very bad perks and stats. I mean, like 29 resistance. I can't go into Crucible like that. I'll get murdered. But yeah, I was in the same vein. I would start with my hunter, then my titan, and then finally my warlock. But the problem is when new content comes out, you kind of want to get your character that you want to play and just jump in and start doing all the new stuff. You want to enjoy it, and you want to enjoy it with a character that you want to play. Because face it, by the third time around, you're kind of already been there, done that. And you kind of are sentimental to your one character that you main. You kind of want to take it any first. You want to kind of take it with you. So unfortunately, that's the way I do it too. Because I usually split time between my titan and hunter. Usually once everything's done on my warlock. And like you said, man, there's so many ways to power up now with powerful rewards. It's flashing everywhere. You just don't have enough time in the week to get it all done, unless you're have 8 hours. Unless you have 30, 40 hours a week to put in to Destiny. So maybe a little less than that, 30 hours maybe, but still, that's a lot of hours. And last time I checked, a lot of people work for a living, so that's not very ideal. So I would say jump on your character that you like to play. Jump into your powerfuls first, and then once you reach that cap, then it's only your pinnacle drops. Then save all your pinnacle stuff for the very last thing you do for the week. And if all you have time for is, get your powerfuls and jump in and do some of the pinnacles, because they're going to reset next week anyway, like Gambit and your 3 games of Gambit, your 3 games of Crucible, 3 games of the playlist strikes. Those are always your 3 low-hanging fruit that you can just jump in and do. And you don't even have to be half awake playing strikes. People speed run that shit so much. You're just like, go ahead, just draw me in when you guys are at the end boss. I'm not that kind of player, but I'm saying if you're trying to do it while working, you might want to think about doing strikes. That's an easy way to ring up some gear.
I can't do that.
Yeah, just saying.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't really do that. I do I did find out that I can remote play.
Oh,
so yeah, so I can manage my vault that way. So that's basically what I'm doing.
That's good. Yeah. I got one from AJ. Huh. I get one from AJ here. You ever call in to work sick just so you can play Destiny?
I have before, yes.
All the time, brother. All the time. And being that I'm the boss, I'll try to justify or make bargains with myself. Okay, didn't work today. So that means tomorrow I got to work 3 extra hours. I got to get 3 extra hours of work done. So I'll make it up. And I never make it up because you only have so many hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? But you start bargaining with yourself. Like my wife will go, "Did you work today?" I'm like, honey, Witch Queen. Yeah, I'm not working. I'm not working today. It's Witch Queen. Sorry. And now she used to argue. She used to resist. But now she's like, she just rolls her eyes and walks in the other room. She knows when it's new content, it's new content. She's known me. Funny. She's known me long enough now. So, all right, let's grab a few more here. I'm watching the clock here. I want to try to represent everyone here tonight. What else we got?
Let's see here. Anything? Let's see. Curious, Fluffy Fingers MD. If you could go back to any age/time period that you have lived, which would it be and why?
Wow, good question.
Yeah.
Any age and time period. I know I started playing online games aggressively, and it started with Rock Band of all things when I was 39. I know that seems so old, right? Yeah, I'm much older now. Man. I mean, that's when I started playing online games, and really that just blew my mind because I'd played games solo, one-player games forever. I didn't know what this multiplayer stuff was, and that kind of opened my eyes. And I remember playing Resistance 2. We played the same loop. The content was repeated. We didn't get anything new out of it, but we met with our group every night, and we all would BS with each other and give each other shit. And that was my first real experience playing an online video game with other people across the country. So I guess that would be my answer, going back to when I first started doing multiplayer.
What? So, for real?
Yeah, that time just blew me away. When video games were just when multiplayer became more widestream, talking PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, man, what an age. What a time to really get into video games. Probably the reason why I'm still doing it today. I mean, what? What's your answer?
I'm just like, out of your entire life, you'd go back to that?
Okay.
I mean, you're fine. I mean,
no. As relating to gaming, I would say that. But if I was to say any time for anything in my life, oh, hell yeah, it would definitely be going back to high school, because I hope there's no children listening, but I would get a lot more, sociable in high school. I was very much I was very shy kid. And I wish I knew what I know now. I knew back then in high school. I would be like my buddy Jeff Coffey, which I've talked about in the past. He sung for Chicago. He's an artist, a professional artist, music artist right now, doing really well. Anytime we went on band trips or anything, he was sleeping around with all kinds of girls and having fun, living life. And what was I doing? I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was hanging out with friends and talking and BSing, but I never did what he did. And I really wish I could go back and get more experience in that area when I was younger. Okay, I'm being honest. That if we're really to say it, I wish I would have sowed my wild oats a little bit more when I was in high school. If we're talking any time in our lifetime.
Okay. Wow, I think that's a much better answer than the fucking dawn.
All right,
of,
fine.
like online gaming.
Okay, whatever. When I first saw that question, I thought he meant about gaming, so that's why I went there.
What?
Once
What?
I looked into the question more, I was like, okay, I see what you're talking about.
I mean, it's up for interpretation. It's wherever, you want to take the question. If you want to take the question to gaming, then that's fine.
Yeah. I did both.
But
I gave you two answers.
Yeah, so I think sowing your wild oats is a much better answer personally.
Oh yeah.
So, my answer would have to be my 20s. Because I don't fucking remember them.
God, man, isn't that the truth? I was going to the University of Florida. Actually, I went to community college and then went to the University of Florida, and it's all a blur, dude.
Yeah.
And then I got married and I had kids in my 30s.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck happened to my 20s?
Shit, I got married. I was 24 when I got married, dude. I didn't have much time to grow up.
Oh, man, you had 4 years.
Yeah, that's it. Got married, met my wife today that I'm still married to, and was married, and 5 years later had kids. I got on the early track.
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm very happy that happened.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just like, I don't even fucking remember my 20s. Like, what the fuck did I do?
I did a lot of dumb shit when I was in my 20s.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did too.
But
damn, I can tell a story or two there. But
go on. Come on, one story.
One story.
Yeah. Come on, it's Christmas. Okay. It's Christmas.
All right, a Christmas gift from good old Hazel to you. Now I don't know how funny this is for anybody listening, but but it was funny for me at the time. Oh, not really funny for me, but so I was slightly imbibed of the herbal sort.
Okay.
And I was in line going to see the Incredible Hulk movie with Ed Norton.
Oh yeah.
So, this is not too long ago, but not way far long ago either. And I was wearing these shorts, and they were cargo shorts because it was, what you did back then. Yeah. And so I was wearing
I still wear cargo shorts. What are you saying?
Nothing.
Okay.
So I was like in line, and we were gonna go see that movie with like a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
And just to put it bluntly, I was high as a fucking kite.
Was everybody high?
No.
Okay.
Just me and a buddy of mine.
Oh no. Oh shit.
And
I know where this is going.
And I was just, I was out of it. And I'm standing there in line, and we were late to the movie. And we ended up having to go to a different showing because everybody else was late too, thank God. So we had to change our ticket basically. And I was like, I can't do it. I told my buddy, I was like, I just can't do this. I was like, I can't move. He's like, what do you mean you can't?
Paralysis? Really? Holy shit. How high were you, dude? God.
I was high.
Okay.
And then he's like, well, give me your ticket. I was like, I don't know where my ticket is. He's like, I just gave it to you. I was like, well, where is it? And I reach in my pocket and I pull out this ticket. And I was like, oh my God, somebody put their ticket in my pocket. Dude. And he looked at me and he's like,
yeah, you did.
No, he didn't say that. He looked at me and I quote, he goes, I am never getting high with you again. And then he took my ticket and then he went up to the counter and he's like, oh, my buddy found his ticket. And I'm like shaking my head. No, I'm like, no, that's not mine.
It's the highlight of my night, man. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Enjoy, guys, because he doesn't give us too many nuggets like that. I'm the one that's always spilling out crap. Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah. That was fun. And then another fun fact for you about that night or that movie showing is that the one buddy that was there at the movie, he was a cop. And
No.
I got to sit next to him and I was like this, like, oh my God. And I kept nudging my buddy going like, he smells it on me.
I got real. Oh my God. I got high. I went and I think everyone did this back in the day when they played The Wall at the theaters. I went in there. I was pretty freaking lit, and I was laughing the whole time through that whole movie. People were just looking at me like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Yeah, we done some dumb shit in our 20s, man. I think I think all 20-year-olds are brain damaged. No offense to our 20-year-olds out there, but your brain isn't fully developed yet.
Yeah, pretty much. So
yeah, good shit.
But yeah, it's good stuff though, for sure.
Yeah. I'm looking at the clock here. Let's pick one more each. How about that? Sound good?
All right. I like it.
All right. Did you ask that one? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that
all
was
right,
mine.
so you'll take us out then. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Oh fuck it. I'm gonna ask it. This is from good old Sweaty Spooks. Question for the show. Name one time that you can think of where you were the weakest link on your team in any game. For me, I was often the weakest link when learning raids and got hard carried starting out of course, let alone Crucible stories. Oof. How about you? I'll start with you.
So mine is not in gaming, actually.
No.
Mine was when I played football freshman year.
Oh, damn, that's right.
Yeah, I had no background in there. I was just some big amorphous blob that, couldn't walk straight and, chew bubblegum at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where I was the weakest link. I was on the JV freshman team.
Were you a lineman? Were you a lineman?
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah. So yeah, they were just like, oh my God, this guy just needs to fucking quit. But I remember having that conversation with a coach. He's like, do you think this is the right sport for you?
Oh no.
I'm like, well, I take up space. That counts for something, right?
You got an afro.
And yeah, exactly. It sticks out of my helmet.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I could remember seeing that. At the last game of the year, I busted my ass and I got after it and everything else. And the last game of the year, they put me in on defense and they were just like, all right, get in there. So I got in, made a tackle. We won the game because of that tackle. Nice. And everybody was like, what the hell happened? What?
Yeah. Everybody was just like, wow. And then, yeah. So then I played the year after and was JV and everything else.
You know what's funny? Not to take from your story, but I was the same way, dude. I was a baseball player. And my mom I was very shy, so she was trying to bring out a little aggression in me, And this was in what they called junior high back then. I know it's middle school now. But they had a football team in junior high. And I can still remember my coach. Gigantic black man. He must have been 6'8", huge mountain of a man. God, I'm trying to remember his name. Great guy though. And he loved that I had heart, but I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I was a defensive lineman, second string, and I would always get put on my ass because I didn't know how to block or any of that stuff. I was just jumping in there. I remember my mom bought me these padded guards to put on my arms because the guys on the offense had such long nails. They would I get home, my arms were all scratched up and bruised, of course, and all that. But I mean, I was in I think I was 15. Yeah, I was like 15, 14, 15. And I was like you, man. I went in there and I'm like, where am I supposed to go? I was like wandering around. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Just line up right there. Line up right there. You're taking his spot. I'm like, oh, okay. And I would always play the junk time when I first played football. And like 20 seconds left in the game. All right, get out there. I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? And they call a play, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what that means. I was like, I didn't know shit, dude. And I never had any breakout play like you did, but I did one day. I was just in a bad mood, and I put this starting like all-star lineman on his ass, and the guy was like, oh, Ernest bringing it in today, yeah, and I was like, uh-oh, that means I'm going to get hit hard, really. The next play, I'm going to really get slammed. And I did. I got double teamed and got put on my ass. So they taught me a lesson. But yeah, man,
That's funny.
It's amazing you say that because I was the same way. I played baseball. I knew baseball. I didn't know anything about football back then. And I guess it's why I have such an appreciation for the game now when I watch it, because I actually see the chess match going on now that I understand it. Yeah, good question.
Yeah. I mean, well, I remember going to, what was it? Summer camp and like playing football in like the summer league that we had.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like my freshman year. So I was like just wet behind the ears.
Totally green.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I lined up against like the starting tackle and starting guard.
Yeah.
And they did this play and I just got basically picked up and carried.
I remember those days, man. Yeah.
Exactly. And everybody was cracking up and then they just like dropped me right on my back.
Yeah, yeah.
And they both had a good laugh about it. And then they were like, all right, give me your hands. And I was like, reached up with both hands and they both picked me up. I was like, thanks.
Wow.
And then I got to return that favor when I was a senior and I smeared this one kid.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was the pulling guard.
Yeah, yeah.
And this like sophomore was just like there and
clueless,
didn't know what was going on. He's like, there's the running back. I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
And then I just cleared his
ass.
He
didn't even see you coming. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Blindside.
Exactly. It was just glorious. And everybody was like, oh, and then everybody ran in to pick him up like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. We were pretty much, when we were freshmen and starting out, we were pretty much just tackle dummies, man. We were just space.
Yeah.
That's all we were. They literally could put foam bodies in front of them and hit them just as much as they hit us. Oh my God. I remember those workouts in the summer in Florida, dude. Doing up and downs on hills. I thought I was going to die, dude. I don't know how I survived that.
Yeah.
Good times.
Vomit is a thing.
It is. Did a lot of that. That's for sure. I remember they only let you drink for like 2 seconds. That's it. Go.
Yeah.
We'd all be in line at the drinking fountain. We didn't have bottles and drinks back then. No, you stood in line at the damn the one water fountain outside the school that had lukewarm water. Wasn't even cold. And you get 2 seconds, they just push you off of it. Next. I was in the military, dude. I swear. Oh God. Yeah.
Wow. You had a fountain? We didn't have that. We had a hose that connected to a pipe.
Oh no.
That had like 7 different holes drilled into it, and the water would just spray up, and then we just went into that
like a trough. Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
good times, huh?
It was fun. I would love to go back to that time period too.
Yeah. I didn't want to steal from your story, but that brought back a memory. I had to mention it.
Yeah, no.
Good question, Sweaty Spooks. Good question, buddy. All right, pick a good one. Take us out, man.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see what we've got here. All right. I like this one. This was a good one to take us out on. Okay. So, from Uncle Scumdeath. Question for the show. My missus has never seen Rocky IV. She has agreed to watch it whilst we have Chinese food after I go and watch the football. Mm-hmm. This is going to be the best day ever. When was the last time you had the best day ever? Love the show, guys.
Oof. Wow. Deep question. Man. So many good memories. I always think back to my early days of marriage, and I've talked about this before in the show, where we didn't have a lot of money. We bought a house, but we were house poor. We couldn't even furnish it. And we would sit on the tile floor and I would play Metal Gear Solid and she would watch me get to a certain level every night. That was our entertainment every night. She'd watch me get to another level. And that was a good time too. Another good time I remember, best day ever. I mean, you have to include the birth of your children because you remember exactly where you were. I mean, I was there for all my wife's births. I was there in the delivery room. I saw it all happen. And yes, I still have make whoopee with my wife after seeing all that. She doesn't listen. But yeah.
Well, you hope not, because if she heard you saying that you're going to sow your wild oats.
Yeah, this is one I'm not worried about her listening to because she's busy with Christmas right now. Damn, I'm going to think about that one. You got one? That sounds like a good day. Sounds like a good day, Uncle Scumdeath.
Yeah, exactly. See, I was trying to find a good question, and
that's a good one. That's a good one, man. That's a good one to finish out on. Yeah.
I think for me, the best day ever lately, it had to have been basically a day that my wife was she was doing a little conference. So it was a Saturday, I think. Yeah, it was a Saturday. And it was just Addie and me. And we were just we got up. I think I made her pancakes. She was helping me cook. And then I think, then we played Minecraft for a while and graduated onto Destiny. So she was helping me customize my Guardian, making it look all pretty and everything.
Nice.
And then then we went and did some Christmas shopping. And it was just you've heard the phrase fill your cup, and it just filled my cup just to be with her and see the world through her eyes. And it was just great.
Yeah. Those are days you never forget. Man, I'm so freaking old. I'm trying to remember. I've had a lot of good moments in my life, and who can forget the wooden spoon incident? That's definitely a top. That's a top 10 story. My wife and I used, when you're younger and you're married, you tend to goof around and chase each other around the house and stuff. And I kind of wish we did that. We still do it a little bit. It's funny you should say that because we were in Sam's just a few days ago, and your wives tend to pinch you and bug you sometimes. And she pinched me on my chest because my chest was sore because I just did bench pressing with my trainer on Monday. And she knew I was sore there, so she pinched me a little bit. So I grabbed her boob and I pinched it right in public. And she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, where you start digging in there and she's trying to keep you away. And it just, times like that are just so cool, where you can actually be playful and not be so serious all the time. It's a nice time, man, when you can, I said, I have no shame. I'll pinch your boob in public. I'll do it. She goes, "I'll slap your ass." I'm like, "That's fine." I started going after her and she's starts flinching again. It's just, it's just good times. But that's a recent one I thought of after the spoon incident. God damn it.
That's awesome.
Hey guys, thanks for the questions. You guys never disappoint. Never disappoint. You. You guys make our show. You really do. I look forward to community questions. It's a highlight of every time we record. And it's always a lot of fun. And it always brings,
it really is.
It always gets a little bit more about us out every show, doesn't it? A little bit more behind the scenes that maybe you don't want to know about, but
exactly.
Yeah. So, good questions. Good questions. Well, I think we have one thing left, and Mr. Fudd, take it away. Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast. Thank you, Mr. Fudd. Again, 53 degrees now. Fair skies. Full moon for you, buddy. This is the final segment of our show. This is where we pick our songs for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. Just a sample of what the two of us here want to listen to, and we invite you to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify. We have our podcast is on there too, but this is the show playlist. So if you want to follow along and see what we add every week, see if it's something you want to add to your own playlist, own music collection, we appreciate a follow there. You know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
See what we add every week. We now have 883 songs, dude. It's getting a little out of hand. It's getting a little out of hand.
No, it's okay.
It's all right. It's
That's what she said.
You know what it is? It's like a history of our show in song form. That's the way I look at it. So it's representing all of us and all of our past guests that have been on the show ever since we've done this podcast. So no guests tonight. So Hazel, it's just me and you, man. What'd you pick for tonight?
Right. So it's no big secret. Gator likes his prog rock. So I actually started diving in to rock music to find out, what type of music tickles my fancy. And I found it.
Okay.
So I apologize because I'm going to be adding a lot more alternative rock.
I like alt rock. Hell yeah.
So yes. So, I found this playlist on Spotify, and I'll be damned if I don't like every song on there.
Yeah.
So, my first song is going to be Until I Come Home by 2 Feet and Grandson.
Oh, I saw that song. Oh, nice pick, dude. I was an idiot. I didn't put it on my list. Nice pick. Yeah. That's a good pick, man.
Yes. And these are all from 2021, by the way. Nice. So yeah, look at me. Yeah, and these are all I believe people from the US. So
that was on my release radar. No, I got my release radar playlist. Anything that comes out new that I follow the artist, it tells me. Yeah, man, that was on there. It's a good pick, man.
Yep. And then my second song is Life Goes On by Oliver Tree.
I haven't heard that.
So
can't wait, man.
This is this is fun. I love finding new music that I love. And these are 2 songs that I've been playing, and my wife is like, that's not bad. And then about a week or 2 later, she'll go, hey, have you heard this song? And it's one of the songs that I've already played for her. And I'm like, yeah, I've been listening to this for a month.
Don't you hate that? You're like, oh yeah, I've been listening to that for 2 months already. Where you been? I'm like, well, I just found it. It sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, don't worry about it. It's fine. It is what it is. Enjoy.
Our wives have better taste than us in music, I guess. I don't know.
It just takes them a while to find it. They have better taste in men than music, though.
Oh, God. When I do the music picks every week, I try to introduce new bands that maybe everyone hasn't heard of. And I'm just letting you know right now, this week is not going to be that week. I'm totally a homer on my picks this week. This first band, they formed in LA in 1991. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the very first year they were eligible, back in 2017. They've only produced 4 albums, major albums, since 92. And that's not a lot compared to a lot of artists I research. But the song I chose tonight is actually off their very first and self-titled album from 92. In honor of my favorite movie series coming out this week, yeah, it's Rage Against the Machine. And the song is the ending song of the original Matrix movie called Wake Up. Good song. Very good song. For my second pick, another Homer pick. I've added songs of this group, actually several of them, to our playlist. And I'm adding another one because I'm kind of feeling a little nostalgic tonight. The band is one of my all-time 10 groups in my lifetime. And it's the band from Bath, UK. It's Tears for Fears, and the song I chose is not really one of their popular releases, but true Tears for Fears fans will know this song. It's a unique song about growing up in difficult circumstances and, if not helped, how it can end in darkness. Some say this is a reference to Roland Orzabals, the lead singer of Tears for Fears, his unorthodox childhood. So it's a not so well-known song called Swords and Knives. And I don't know what it is about this song, but it's always been a special song I listen to all the time when I just feel a little nostalgic about the 80s and 90s. And it's from their 1989 album, Seeds of Love, which was one of my favorite albums. Yeah. Tears for Fears, Swords and Knives. Great song. Listen to it. It's really good. I swear, Tears for Fears was so ahead of their time back then. Just still today, I just love their damn music. And you know what? They're coming back. They have a new song out. I didn't put it in the playlist. It's more of an acoustic song, but check out they have some new stuff coming out soon. And they're actually touring in Tampa in April. And I thought about getting tickets, but COVID, I don't want to be around giant groups like that yet. I'm not ready, but,
yeah,
good picks tonight, man. A couple of announcements here before we go. Reminder that we do have our Scrims, PvP Scrims nights, Mondays and Wednesday nights. 10 p.m. Eastern is usually our start time. And we've had some really good games, really good times. I do want to remind everyone in our Discord, and if you aren't in our Discord yet, what the hell? What are you doing? What are you doing? You need to join our Discord. There's a lot of good gamers in here. And I'm taking idea questions because I have until the second week of January. Holy shit. For Hazel's new name. So we need to, if you have a cool nickname for good old Hazel here, DM me in the Discord. I'm right there at the top of our Discord list or member list. DM me or send me a friend request and give me some name ideas. I'm not very creative, so I need your help. I need some ideas on some names, and I'm hoping every day I can create a new name. If it's really good, it may last 2 days. So we'll see. we'll see how it goes. And I did want to also let our listeners know this is the last week for our speedrun question ideas. We have our drawing next week, which is we're ending the show for 2021 with our old buddy Nate Fu. Nate Fu's on our show next week. He's going to wrap up the year for us. And so we have a channel in our Discord called Speedrun Question Ideas. Throw it in there. Either or question. What's your favorite? Quick 1 or 2 word answers usually work good. And you can enter up to 5 to go into our drawing for next week. And we are giving away 2 $25 gift cards.
That's right.
Of your choice. So, and it is in US dollars. I got to preface that. US dollars. I'm not going to convert it to pounds. I'm sorry. That come out on the wrong end on that one. So whatever 25 US dollars means to you, that's what the gift cards are going to be. I am still doing my competitive playlist, 30-day challenge. Tomorrow, before I do my family stuff on Christmas Eve, I'm going to do my day 21 of 30. We'll see how those 3 games. I do 3 games of comp every day, and see how I end up. I'm at Mythic 3 right now, so I'm almost at Legend. I'm trying to get to Legend. We'll see how I'm hitting the wall right now, so we'll see. And one thing that me and Hazel wanted to mention before we go is we are thinking about having a clan-wide raid night every couple weeks. So keep an eye on that 100.io bot in our Discord, which is how we organize all of our, whether it's a dungeon run, a PvP run, a scrim night, anything in the Destiny universe, and other games too, I guess you could say. We have a 100.io bot tied to 3 or 4 of the other Discords. This is 2 Titans and a Hunter, the Guardian Hub, and Potato Thumbs Podcast. We're all tied into all those Discords. So but we're thinking about doing this on a clan-wide basis for just the Guardian Downcast clan. So keep an eye on that. We're thinking first of the year, Hazel. Does that sound about right? Putting something together?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yes, also keep an eye out on the announcement page too. We'll throw something in there.
Yes.
On our Discord.
Yes. So we got some stuff coming around for 2022, so stay tuned.
Yep.
And I can't think of anything else, Hazel. Anything else? Am I missing anything?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, just trying to stay busy in the Destiny universe, you know, for the foreseeable future until Witch Queen, because when that comes out, you know, all bets are off and shit's going to be crazy again.
Exciting times ahead, guys. Destiny's looking great. We know they've had their ups and downs with personnel, and we talked about that a few shows ago, and they're hoping to make changes in the future, which a lot of companies need to start looking that way. But I am really excited about the future of Destiny, and I have no intention of stopping podcasting about it. It's a very exciting time to play Destiny, and we hope we get more and more people that want to play this game. It's just a fun game.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap. Another episode in our collection for our listeners out there. Remember, we do have 126 other episodes from interviews with gamers all over our community. So if you're just finding out about us, guardiandowncast.com. It'll direct you to our webpage where we have all of our episodes. And you can pick them out of order and listen to maybe an episode about someone you don't maybe know much about. And we've a lot of people that Hazel have talked about going back in our listen to our back episodes. That's really cool when I hear that. So
exactly. It kind of creeps me out a little bit, but I just I'm always surprised whenever someone says, "Hey, I've listened to this show." I'm like, "No, you don't." I just can't believe anybody would listen to it. But yeah, I know that they do exist.
I think I think we all have imposter syndrome.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Maybe a little. Yeah.
But thank you for listening.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. All right, Hazel, where can people find you on the interweb, sir?
Hazel NT, anywhere and everywhere.
Yep. Gotta love the branding. You can contact me on Twitter at Todd the Gator. Remember, that's GATR, and that's Todd the Gator, all one word. You can also find me on Steam and PS5 as Gator, GATR. Don't forget those underscores. And my Bungie number, by the way, is 7359. So it's Gator 7359. If you want to add me on your Bungie friends list, feel free to do that. I don't think I've turned anybody down. More the merrier. That's the way I look at it. You can find me on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, GATR. Don't forget those underscores, or GATR-Guardian Downcast, where we actually post this episode right now you're listening to. Will be next week. We'll be on our YouTube channel. So check that out. And I have all kinds of Destiny content on there. Playthroughs, raid runs, scrim nights, whatever. My 30-day experiment I'm trying right now. A little bit of everything. So check that out. And if you need to know any more about our show, where to contact us or anything like that, guardiandowncast.com. Best way to reach us. Hazel, we cannot go without a Scum Death's Corner. Can't end our Christmas episode here without talking to him. So it's a two-parter tonight. He sent us two of them this week, so more the merrier. That's the way I look at it.
Hello, and welcome to Scum Death's Corner. Well, I had a cold last week. The daughter had corona this week, and now the missus has come home with the squits. Anyway, I don't know if this makes any sense to you in America, but any UK listeners, Mr. Monkey, will know what the squits are. She's been sent home. She works in a care home, so if you've got a bug, you can't have the squits at work. So up to now, it's 4:20 in the afternoon, and she's had 10 squits. So I'm loving it. I'm staying away from her. Nice. Lovely. I'm staying away from the missus. So I'm down my brother's going to watch a Liverpool game. So love you all. Stay safe and don't have the squits. Love y'all.
All right, Hazel. What do you think the squits are?
I am. I'm guessing it's like the squirts.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like number 3.
I'm thinking that I'm not going to Google it.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. No. No. Actually, Scum Death did have one other message he wanted to share, so we'll listen. Yeah, we'll listen to it right now.
Hello, and welcome to Santa's Corner. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers! Love you all. Stay safe.
That's a soundbite. That'll be for future Christmas shows. That's for damn sure. Oh, my God. Hey,
awesome.
Hey, everyone. Continue to be safe out there. More importantly, hey, take care of one another.
Guardians are measured by their ability to come back from defeat. So stand. Fight!
Thank you all so much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled.
Merry Christmas, Hazel.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you and yours.
Thanks, sir. You know what? You drive the bus. I'll honk the horn and interrupt you whenever I can. So
yeah, sounds about right. Shit.
So what's Hazel got? I wonder.
Fuck. I
knew Vegeta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll leave that to the rest of Discord.
No, I'm editing that shit out. No, I'm gonna edit that shit out. Just kidding.
But anyway.
But not really.
Semi-professional bullshit.
Semi-professional bullshit. Later, Hazel.
Later.